Okay, we are live. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome to the Galatasaray Manchester United Watch Along in the Champions League must-win match tonight, of course, for Manchester United. Team news on the right-hand side of me for this one. We got Andre Onana in goal. We got Wan-Bissaka coming back in, of course, and we have Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof. Then at left back is going to be Luke Shaw. Moving into midfield, Stefan comes in. Kobbie Mainoo drops out. Not 100% sure on this one. I would have had Mainoo starting personally because I don't think this occasion would have particularly got to the kid, but I mean, it is what it is. I understand it. I'll expect him to start at the weekend at St James's Park, and then the rest of the midfield is as it was. It's McTominay and Bruno, which brought its own issues at Goodison Park at the weekend, of course. Two players who will get forward and will want to get forward. Will we have big gaps in the midfield? I don't know if we can afford that tonight. Hopefully, McTominay has been told to sit further back. Moving into that forward line, we got Garnacho starting, of course, and two changes up there as well. Hojlund comes in, as does Anthony. There is no Martial in the starting 11 tonight, and there's no Marcus Rashford in the squad tonight either. It does look like he's maybe picked up some kind of a knock or something in training. That's another to add to our exceptionally long list. Actually, wait, I actually am really silly. I actually forgot. I actually am really stupid. It does turn out, as I remember, Marcus Rashford is suspended for this match. He was sent off against Copenhagen. I forgot all about that one. So, yeah, that is the team that we're moving into. That is the team we're going with tonight. And, I mean, look, tonight's going to bring its own issues, and there's going to be a lot of things we have to watch out for. First and foremost is the pitch. Torrential rain all day in Istanbul. I'm actually surprised the match is going ahead. I'm sure we've all seen the videos on social media, and it wasn't looking good earlier. The ball was not bouncing at all on the pitch, and there was talk of a potential cancellation or postponement of the match, but everything is going ahead as it was, as it should be, and we're getting ready. We've got about 10-12 minutes or so until kickoff. It's a big one. Look, it's simple. If we don't win tonight, I think we're as good as done in the Champions League. I really do. I don't think we'll be going through at all if we can't win tonight. So it all comes down to what we do on that pitch. Do we want the Champions League? Will we be in it come the new year in the knockout round? I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to find out. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Make sure to get those votes in on the poll for your pre-match predictions. Win, a draw, a loss. I think only a win will do tonight for us, but it's whether or not we can find that win. I think that's absolutely essential in this here one. At the minute, most people do seem to be going for the win, but the loss is slowly but surely climbing up as well. It all depends on how we start this match. I think Galatasaray will be well and truly up for this. They'll be well and truly ready for us, and they'll be fancying themselves to beat us at Old Trafford. They'll fancy themselves to beat us at home, and it's about whether we can rise to the occasion. We've seen several times this season things have gone wrong on the pitch, especially in Europe. We've given a penalty away in every single match, so we have to watch out for that. We can't be giving penalty kicks away in this one. We have to be ready, and we have to be focused. Whether or not we're going to do that, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Look, it's going to be a hellacious atmosphere out there tonight for Manchester United, for United players. It's going to be a very difficult task to get the win tonight, but only a win's going to do. Only a win gets us into the next, well, having an opportunity to get into the next round, really, because we've got 3 points at the moment. Galatasaray have 4. If they beat us, then they're up to 6, and we need Copenhagen to beat them, which still might put us out as well, depending on the result in the last match as well. And we got to play Bayern Munich, so nothing other than a win tonight. We win, we give ourselves a chance. If we win, we give ourselves the opportunity to go through as well. Guys, get those thoughts in down below. Vote on that poll as well. Let me know your pre-match predictions. We'll probably update it at halftime as well, just as we can gauge the feeling and gauge how the first half has gone. I will do a second poll for the second half, of course. But yeah, look, some players have a very important role out there tonight, and I think Sofyan Amrabat's going to be one. I think we've seen from Kobbie Mainoo what we wanted to see from Amrabat all season at Goodison Park. So it's up to Amrabat to have a good performance. Midfield's going to be key tonight. Bruno and McTominay cannot be going too far forward at the same time, and that was a big issue we had in the first half at Goodison Park. I'm sure you guys remember very clearly we were playing the ball long every time we got it. We were launching it up the pitch every single time we touched the ball, and it was just coming right back at us because ultimately we had Kobbie Mainoo picking the ball up, and he had no one really to pass it to ahead of him because McTominay and Bruno were 30 yards ahead, so he had to lay it back, and we had to go long. We had to keep on pumping the ball forward. We don't have the players to be dominant in the air, in my opinion. We don't have the players out there. Look, it might work better with Hojlund, but even at that, it's still not playing to his strengths. It's not playing to our strengths. So I think what we got to do tonight is a containment job. We got to be focused. We have to be ready. Concentration going to be absolutely key in this one. As well as that, I would say, I think when we look at this and when we look at what we can expect from this match, it's going to be a lot of intensity. And I'm glad to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka out there, because Zelo has struggled in the Champions League. He really struggled against Wilfried Zaha at Old Trafford. Was really at fault for one of the goals anyway on that match. So I'm hoping that we're not going to see anything similar from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Much better 1v1 defender. Can be susceptible to losing his runners behind him. Something we do have to watch out for. Drop a like on the video as well, guys. We're up to 8 likes. Thanks very much for that so far. And 10 votes in the poll as well. 50% going for a win, 20% for the draw, and 30% going to go for the loss. I think really the first 20 minutes or so we're going to dictate how this match is going to go. And look, I hope that we can win it. On the pre-match show last night, on the build-up, when we were looking ahead to this one, I did say I thought a draw might be the most likely outcome, and I went for a 2-2 draw. Whether or not that happens, let's find out. Let's hope we can be clinical, because for once at the weekends we were clinical. We took our opportunities well. I'm hoping we can do the same tonight. Got around about 7 minutes until kickoff. Players will be heading out to the pitch very shortly. We're going back to the TNT feed here as well. So hopefully it's going to be a good match tonight. Hopefully we can find a result, and hopefully we can give ourselves an opportunity. Look, we come into a really, really difficult run of matches starting right now. We've Galatasaray tonight, we have Newcastle, then we have Chelsea, we play Bournemouth, we play Bayern Munich, we play Liverpool, we play Villa, we play West Ham. That's all in the next couple of matches. That's all up until Boxing Day. So really difficult run of matches coming up for us. I'm hoping that we can pick up maximum points, or as much points as we can do. I don't think we will. I think there will be times when we lose in the next couple of matches, probably against Newcastle at the weekend. I think Anfield, Liverpool's going to be a ridiculously hard match for us to get anything out of. And I think tonight's going to be a really, really, really difficult test for those players out there on that pitch. Look, I'm sure you guys are going to feel pretty happy about the team as well. I know a lot of people will be happy to see Marcus Rashford out of this one. Of course, it is with suspension. That is why he's missing in this here one. Was sent off against Copenhagen. Look, it was a nonsense red card, but it was what it was. And ultimately, if it wasn't for that red card, we'd probably beat Copenhagen fairly comfortably in that there one and have a much better chance of going through into the next round. Adam is down there not playing Mainoo is a big mistake. I would agree with that as well. I think definitely Kobbie Mainoo showed what we needed from that defensive midfield against Everton. And that's what we've been crying out for all season. Someone to take the ball, carry with it, progress it, be good and comfortable under pressure. And I don't know if we're going to get that from Sofyan Amrabat tonight. I think he's going to need help. I think McTominay has to play deeper. Really, we've seen him up the pitch a lot this season, and in my opinion, it makes us a worse team for it. And look, it's not just a blind hatred towards Scott McTominay. It's very simple. It's the fact that when he plays, we have less passes in midfield, less control of the game. We have less options in that midfield, because he might nick a goal, but ultimately we are sacrificing the fact that he might score a goal or might nick a goal for the overall team performance. Look, there's not a lot of options tonight. There isn't. But I would have said myself, Amrabat and Mainoo would be the preferred options for me in there with Bruno ahead of them. That's what I would have went for. That's what I think we hopefully should have done. Liman is down there. Why is it whenever the fans want a certain player to start, Ten Hag just does the opposite? I think he's trying to manage Mainoo. I do think that's what he's trying to do. Look, yes, he was fantastic against Everton, but that was his first real start of the season outside of playing for the academy teams. Do I think that he should play in this one? Yeah, I really would. But I guess it. I get it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand where he's coming from and what he's looking to do. Galatasaray Stadium looking very, very intimidating. Got a big stand up here at the minute. Welcome to hell, they're saying. Let's hope that the Red Devils can find themselves at home in this one. Look, it's going to be really difficult. We find ourselves bottom of the group, 3 points. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to get out, but we got to win. We got to win tonight. Let me see who we got down below. Luman is saying game wanted a Mainoo and Amrabat partnership. I'd also wanted Pellistri to start over Anthony. Yeah, I think Pellistri over Anthony is the obvious one as well. I don't know. We're going to find out. I mean, maybe Anthony surprises us with a good match, but I haven't seen it at all this season. Gani is down there. How on earth is Mainoo not starting? Ten Hag plays youth. Yeah, look, I know a lot of people are disappointed with no Mainoo. Look, I think here's what I'll say. I will say this here. I understand it. I know what he's doing, but I don't agree with it. He's will play Kobbie Mainoo in this one as well. Hopefully, we might see him come on at half time if that's going to be possible. We're hopefully gonna get a good result tonight. It's gonna be a very, very hostile atmosphere. It's gonna be really, really difficult. The pitch is not gonna help. Really waterlogged, a lot of rain in Istanbul all day today, and it's forecast to rain throughout the entire match, pretty much until midnight. So it's going to be a difficult one. Got to watch the back passes. Got to make sure we're putting enough power in the ball. Have to watch out for slide tackles. Don't want anybody sliding off the pitch or sliding into their man. So control tonight is going to be key. Absolutely so important that we do that. Look, Champions League been really disappointing this season. Should have beat Galatasaray at home. Should have beat Copenhagen away. Probably should have got something in Munich against Bayern, but this is where we find ourselves, and we find ourselves in a position going to Galatasaray needing a win, which is what I don't want to see. The man says, I will never ever forgive Ten Hag for not starting Mainoo. It clearly shows Ten Hag is listening to the board. He wants to protect the British players in the squad. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. Kobbie Mainoo is probably going to play for England, like. So if anything, yeah, like he would be starting this match if that was the case. I think he's trying to manage him. I mean, I get it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I do get it. I do. I kind of understand what he's looking to do, but I can't say I agree with it. I think you play your best players based on form if they're available for a big match like this, and this is a big match for us. Absolutely massive that we go out here and somehow manage to get a win. That's what we've got to be doing in this one. It's going to be a raucous atmosphere. It's going to be a difficult task, but ultimately, I mean, as our former manager once said, mountains are there to be climbed, and hopefully we can climb a mountain tonight. Let me see who we've got in the comments. I've got Harvey down there. We are Fenerbahce fans, and we are with you, Man United. Thank you very much, man. I'm sure you guys would love to see Galatasaray get beat tonight. How's Galatasaray's league season going as well, man? I mean, I've seen bits. I've seen pieces. Like, it seems to be Mario Icardi scoring a lot of goals for them starting tonight. But, I mean, hopefully you guys can win the Turkish league as well. Been a long time since Fenerbahce have won that league. And hopefully Fred is playing well for you guys as well. But, yeah, look, we're out on the pitch. We're getting ready for this one. Getting ready to kick off very, very shortly. It will be the start of the match. We're playing in the white kit tonight. Red shorts as well. I do like that kit. I have to say I do like it. And let's hope we can get ourselves something of a result tonight. It would have been nice to have not had the pressure of having to worry about qualification at this point. If we beat Copenhagen and beat Galatasaray like we should have in the last two matches, we would be on 10 points and we would be qualified by now. But this is where we find ourselves. If there's a hard way to do things, this club will always pick and always end up doing it the hard way. So let's hope that we can... Let's hope we can climb a mountain tonight, and let's hope we can get a win. Very, very intimidating looking atmosphere, very intimidating stadium, but I'm looking forward to this one. I have. And it's nice to have an early kickoff as well. It means we can enjoy the rest of our nights if things go wrong tonight for the team. For anyone who might have missed it, the team news is on the right of me as well. It's Onana, it's Wan-Bissaka, it is Maguire, Lindelof, Luke Shaw, Sofian Amrabat in there. Not 100% happy with that there. When midfield, two ahead of him with Bruno McTominay, then it's Garnacho, Hojlund, and Anthony. Harvey goes, I hope it's going to go 6-1. I mean, I would take a 1-0, man, honestly. Really would. Look, it's a good-looking team for Galatasaray. Icardi, Mertens, Zaha, Hakim Ziyech, Torreira, and Dombele in there as well. Some very good players in there. Jordy is down there. Hello, man. Hope all is good. I'm sure like you're not a happy man after last night's debacle and that ridiculous penalty call. I'm sure you're not happy with that there performance, but you guys have a chance to go through. I don't know if we do, but it all depends on tonight. Let's get going. Let's get started. Getting ready for the coin toss here as well. 17 votes in the poll, 59% going for the United win tonight, 24% for the draw, and 18% going for the loss in this match. Let's hope we can have a good performance tonight as well. Don't think anyone's at risk of suspension, thankfully, which is good. So hopefully no red cards tonight either. and and no penalty kicks. I'm saying this now, no penalty kicks. We can't be having it. We've had a penalty given against us in every single Champions League match so far this season. We can't go 5 from 5. Surely not. Surely not. Might live to regret that, but let's hope not. Bench is interesting tonight. It's Bayern Der, it's Heaton, it's Martial, Reguilon, Varane, Delot, Pellistri, Mainoo, Dan, Gore, Hannibal on the bench for Manchester United tonight. And we are getting ready for kickoff. Looks like United going to kick off here with Bruno Fernandes. Yanni is down there. I feel like it's a good game to play the local goalkeeper. Get some comfort for him. It could have been a good one. I think Onana has really turned a leaf and looks very, very impressive for us at the minute. So I get going with consistency, but I wouldn't mind seeing Bayern Der play at some point. He's going to have to play in January, so hopefully we can find some minutes for him when Onana goes away for African Cup of Nations. I wouldn't mind seeing him before that as well. Getting ready for kickoff here. Referee has us pretty much underway, and here we go. Must-win match. Let's make sure we can do just that there. Onana with the kick initially, going long up the pitch. Massive looking pitch, really big, impressive stadium tonight as well. Harvey goes, I guess, halftime score 1-1. We're going to find out, man. We're going to find out. Hopefully we can do something in tonight's match. Hopefully we can get a result, I guess. But it's going to be difficult. Galatasaray on the attack here. Looks like Garnacho's got that one pretty much covered there. And Luke Shaw, Galatasaray still get it forward. And now we got it. We got the ball back. Back towards the halfway line for Galatasaray. Having a lot of initial possession. That pitch does not look good as well. RB says, why don't play Altay Bayern Der? I don't know, man. We signed Bayern Der in the summer for quite a bit of money because we needed another goalkeeper. I would have thought he would be playing by now at some point, yet to make an appearance. You know, we played League Cup and some matches in the Premier League or Champions League he could have played in, but he hasn't featured as of yet. It's been all Andre Onana. He has been very impressive, especially since saving a penalty against Copenhagen, but I wouldn't mind seeing some Bayern Der as well. Everybody around the club and within the press do seem to be saying he looks very, very impressive and they're very happy with him. So I'm surprised we haven't seen him yet. Opportunity for us to move forward here. It looks like Bruno Fernandes or Scott McTominay has it heading towards the corner flag. And we're playing it back to Anthony. I don't know, guys. I feel like Anthony's just so predictable out there. But he has got away from his marker. He has found a pass into Hojlund, but it is out. And Galatasaray can work the ball forward. The ball's not really rolling too well on the pitch. I'm sure a lot of you guys seen right before the match. Actually, Galatasaray have a chance here. It's Ziyech with the shot, blocked by Luke Shaw. But I think a lot of you guys would have seen on Twitter, across social media today, that the pitch and the arena in Istanbul has been really, really, really bad. And the ball isn't really rolling properly at the minute. Hopefully it's not going to get too much worse. Rain does seem to have stopped for a minute. That was an opportunity there for Galatasaray really on the counter-attack. And they have got a corner kick, something we have to watch out for. Hopefully we can get this ball cleared. It's a really, really hostile atmosphere. It's a Cardi with a header. It's well over the bar there as well. So not too bad in the first 2 minutes, really. Been as we expect. United trying to build up through the pitch. Galatasaray very, very happy to try counter-attack as well. Got a lot of pace in there with Mertens and with Ziyech, with Wilfried Zaha as well. Sacha Boey at right back. Very, very quick players. And they will look for that transition. They're going to play high against us. We've managed to get the ball up the pitch, but we have lost out again. Pitch, I don't know. The pitch does not look good tonight, guys. Lots of clumps forming up on it already. And presumably it's only going to get worse as this match goes on. It's going to cut up a lot. So got to be watching our touches. Got to be watching the weight of our passing. If we need to play it a little bit harder to get it back safely, then I think we have to do it. Galatasaray have only lost one time all season at home, and that was against Bayern Munich, so it's not looking particularly promising here so far. Galatasaray again with a shot. Comfortable enough save there from Andre Onana. I think it was going wide, but he had to make sure. Held it well from Dries Mertens, and Galatasaray really pressing us high here as well. Maguire trying to play the ball forward this time. Gonna get stuck in the midfield. I think we just need to take the sting out of it. Galatasaray looking impressive, but that's an easy claim there from Andre Onana. 3 minutes gone now. And it's kind of as we would expect. United trying to play out, trying to play long at times, not quite getting the ball to stick up there. And Galatasaray hitting us on the counter-attack, something they will have been looking for in this one. Good opportunity in behind here for, I think it's Garnacho on the left-hand side, driving into the box, gets a good ball across. And, oh, I think it's Hojlund in there. It was some good defending there from the Galatasaray man. Really good ball from Garnacho. And Hojlund couldn't quite get a touch on it to direct it into the goal. Good tackle in there as well from the Galatasaray man. It was an opportunity for United that really, I think it came off Hojlund's heel as he was falling down. And it looks like United going to go again here. And playing the ball up and long, but Muslera should claim that fairly comfortably. And Galatasaray have the ball back. Probably the best we've looked so far. It was Garnacho getting free. It was Bruno who found him. I think we're going to get space behind Galatasaray. They do play quite high up the pitch. I think we might be able to exploit that at times. We have to sit back and be a little bit more conservative. I get it. I completely understand this is a hell of a place to go. Very, very raucous atmosphere we're walking into tonight. Really hostile crowd. And hopefully we can settle and grow into this one. Ball launched forward there by Galatasaray. Maguire with the header out, and I think it's going to go for a goal kick as well there from, I think it's Angelino at left back as well. In terms of the poll, 59% of you guys going for the win at the minute. I'm praying majority are correct as well with this one. But it's interesting, this match really, a lot of it's being played in the air, a lot of it's being played quickly. I think both teams are well aware that the ball's not going to roll nicely in the midfield, so it might be a game that's more scrappier. I feel like it's going to be a real grind to get through this 90 minutes and try to break through Galatasaray. So certainly posing its own problems, the weather, the stadium. But the best way to deal with that is to get a goal up as well. Amrabat in well there, plays it back to Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw can look up, find Amrabat again, but he's let the ball run there. Needs to be careful. But he has done quite well to find Wan-Bissaka. Now we can take it away if Wan-Bissaka wants to, but we're just playing it back. We seem to be happy just to hold on to the ball. Galatasaray pressing high up the pitch. Not too much by the way of opportunities. It was a half chance for Hojlund, really, because it kind of flicked off him as well. Good running behind by Garnacho. We need to keep doing that and seeing more of that throughout the match as well. Looks like Anthony trying to get away now from Angelino. Can't quite get the ball to stick, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. Really, the match is throwing up its own problems, and I think we're seeing a lot of what we expected when we looked at the condition of the pitch before the match, when we seen the ball struggling to roll, really. We're going to see a lot of runs, a lot of dribbles, and aerial balls tonight. Good ball there by Anthony to find Bruno. Can't quite get it under control. There's an opportunity there on the counter-attack. Luke Shaw should win that fairly comfortably and does so. Throw into Galatasaray. We're definitely looking pretty dangerous on the counter-attack. I would expect to see more of that as the game progresses, and hopefully we can get some joy out of it. Look, we got the players out there for it, and Garnacho and Hojlund. Bruno can find their runners, of course, as well. So hopefully that's going to be a productive way to get into this one as well. I think Bruno has been fouled there in midfield, and it has been pulled back for a free kick. Dries Mertens giving it away for Galatasaray. What are you guys making of the match so far? Get those thoughts in below into the comments. Let me know. Lucas Torreira really with the pullback there. Bruno kind of gave up on the ball when it ran away from him, but referee had played advantage, called it back. And guys, keep voting on the poll as well if you haven't already. Make sure you get your pre-match predictions in. Bruno with the free kick on the halfway line, going very long towards Harry Maguire, who wins the header, flicks it down towards McTominay, and back to Stefan Amrabat. Looks like we're just going to try build up again. Luke Shaw now with it, out to Garnacho. Nice turn, but he's not going to keep it in. It's going to go out for a throw in there. I think again that's the ball rolling a little bit unpredictably. Look, I don't want to keep talking about the wet pitch and the weather and the ball rolls and the bounces, but it's definitely coming into play in Istanbul tonight, and it's going to be a difficult match because of it. But it's a wet pitch for both teams, something we have to deal with. Garnacho, nice tackle in there, can run at Sacha Boy as well, muscled out of it in the end, and I think it's going to be a free kick to Galatasaray. Kind of a 50-50, could have went either way really, but Referee plays it safe, goes for the home team decision there. Now Galatasaray moving forward. Angelino looking up, going for a switch. Luke Shaw needs to watch out here for such a boy, but it's out for a throw in. Not too bad so far. 19 votes in the poll now as well. 63% are going for the win. I mean, we've had opportunities. Galatasaray have had theirs, but it's not going to be a traditional match, really, this. Not going to be the kind of match we maybe expected, with a lot of pace and a lot of running on the ball and everything being on the floor. Not seeing that at all. A lot of it's going in the air, really, because of the condition of the pitch. The wet ball, the wet pitch, it's not rolling particularly well. So it will be a start-stop kind of game. It's about focus. It's about keeping the right mindset so far. We're through the first 10 minutes, which is good. And really, you know, I think we want to try keep Galatasaray from having any real opportunities for the first 20 minutes or so. Take a lot of the sting out of the game, a lot of sting out of the crowd, and maybe from there we can work to try build our way in. But we have had opportunities on the break. We've looked a little bit dangerous, and hopefully we can continue to do that. Really not seeing much from Anthony. I'm sure you guys are feeling that as well. Flip ball over the top there for Galatasaray, but Onana easily comes out, reads that, and picks the ball up. And now Luke Shaw with it to Amrabat. Under a lot of pressure here, Amrabat needs to get the pass right. Goes back to Onana, who clips it forward, and looks like Hojlund's going to take that one down and hopefully turn on it, and does. Finds Anthony. And now McTominay bursting down the right-hand side. Could have went on there. McTominay was space ahead of him. Opted to go back. Anthony had a pass on there and it slowed things down. No surprise. Finds Bruno. Bruno into Hojlund. Back to Bruno. Can squeeze it through to Garnacho. Opportunity. And 1-0 is Garnacho with the goal. Alejandro Garnacho with 2-2. And it's 1-0 to Manchester United. Alejandro Garnacho has done it again for Erik ten Hag's men, and it is 1-0. That is the best start we possibly could have wanted, and the best start we possibly could have had. 10 minutes, 1-0 to Manchester United, and that's exactly what we needed in this one. Really, really good attack there. Really good play. I think it's Bruno managed to find the pass in there. Nice link up around the box, really, because Anthony into Bruno. Bruno into Hojlund, Hojlund back to Bruno, and then Bruno squared it across to Garnacho, and on his left foot finds the roof of the net with a plum, and it's 1-0. Very, very good goal. Very important goal as well. Now we need to be careful. Keep the heads. Look, we led twice against Galatasaray at Old Trafford. We lost 3-2. We know what that means. We know what we could do here, and that is, of course, concede after 5 minutes. So it's about a containment job now. Hitting them on the break, trying to work the ball forward, but very, very good start here from Manchester United. 1-0 up. Really, really happy with that. Overlay is updated, and we're locked in. We are locked in as well, guys. Make sure you're getting those likes in on the video and keep voting on that poll. 21 votes, majority going for a United win. I'm sure some of those votes have come in the last couple of minutes from that Garnacho goal, but really, really, really positive stuff. Brilliant finish. Brilliant finish. Referee having words with Garnacho here. Not too sure what's going there. I think it's a bit of beefing with Fernando Muslera. Very, very good start here from United. Very, very. That's exactly what we needed. First 10 minutes, see it through. Make sure we settle things down. Get the goal if possible. And that's exactly what we've done. An early goal, so important. And we haven't had enough of them this year. We've seen the importance at the weekend against Everton. Let's hope we can see it again tonight as well. Hopefully it's going to lead to United having a better performance out there on the pitch as well. Make sure you're getting those thoughts in the comments if you guys haven't already, and make sure you are dropping a like and voting if you haven't already on the poll for your predictions for this one. Garnacho scrapping for it there with such a boy. Really won the ball and was pulled back and had a kick out there as well. Knows what he's doing. Ball goes up to Hojlund. Hojlund tries to take it down, can't quite do so, and looks like Galatasaray might have an opportunity on the break here as well. Something we need to be watching out for sure. Such a boy going up there, slide tackled by Amrabat. Probably going to be a corner kick for Galatasaray. But that's a hell of a start from United. Hell of a start. And to be 1-0 up as well in such a hostile environment so early. Very, very good stuff here from Manchester United, and let's hope we can get a second. I think we're going to need it. I think Galatasaray will score tonight, and I think that is something we might end up seeing at some points, but hopefully we can get a goal or two extra and hopefully we can really see things out. What are your guys' thoughts on this so far? Get those thoughts into the comments, and as always, guys, make sure you're dropping a like and voting on the poll as well. If you guys think we're going to win, we're going to lose, we're going to draw, let me know down below. Get your votes in down below on that poll. So another corner here for Galatasaray. Mertens to check this one. Hakim Ziyech over with him as well. Some good players in that Galatasaray team. Flick on and off the line, still in there, blocked and out and away, and living on by the skin of our teeth there. And they're calling, Galatasaray calling for a handball. Referee saying no, nothing doing. Big save by Onana. I don't see anything coming off anyone's hand. Need to see a closer replay. Came off McTominay's chest. I mean, it wasn't a penalty last night for PSG when that happened, so I don't think it can be a penalty in this one. But living by the skin of our teeth there, we can see the importance of getting another goal if possible. They are having a look at it. I mean, it can't. This is never a penalty kick. Check over. It's not a penalty. Thankfully, it's not a penalty. No penalty there. His arm was by his side. It hit his side as much as it hit his arm as anything. And it was from less than a yard away. You really cannot be giving something like that. Otherwise, everything's going to be a penalty kick. But 1-0 to United here. We are surviving. Onana with a big save there. We managed to get it off the line. Thankfully, we live to fight another day. But that's the importance of getting a second goal if we can. Looks to be a free kick here for Galatasaray out on the left-hand side, and Hakim Ziyech standing over it, getting ready to deliver a set piece. Yeah, trip by Luke Shaw there. I think he knows what he was doing. He did get turned there a little bit, and hopefully we can continue on this one. But for you guys who are just joining in, it's 1-0. Goal from Alejandro Garnacho for Manchester United, of course, and as well as that, really lucky to get that ball out there. We almost conceded right away from a corner kick. Onana with a brilliant save. Was a penalty shot. They did look at it and they decided no penalty. So I'm happy with that there one for now. And that's another save there by Andre Onana. A lot more comfortable and safe. But he has just bowled the ball out there and has came back of his own man. Thankfully, Onana manages to get that. That's the danger of this pitch. That's the danger of the waterlogging. Ball didn't roll as we thought it would do there, and Onana was brave and came out. Almost a calamity there, really. He drop kicked the ball and it just hit off Torreira's back in midfield. Came right back. It was an opportunity for a Icardi, but Onana was quick enough off his line, really, to come out, sweep up, collect the ball, and we can live to fight another day. Very interesting first 16 minutes here. Very much an open match. Galatasaray having opportunities since United scored that goal. I think United need to get a grip on this and get some control if possible. Settle it down, because the more we feed them and give away silly opportunities, the more they're going to fancy themselves. It's going to feed into the crowd, going to feed into the refereeing calls as well. Ball is on the line there for Garnacho. I don't think he's going to get to that one, but he puts enough pressure on it to put it out for a throw in, and we got to throw in high up the pitch. Hopefully we can keep it up there, maybe try to manufacture another opportunity. Garnacho looking really confident tonight, looking really good on that left hand side. Deserved his goal, certainly has been very impactful. Bruno as well, making the opportunities, but let's see if we can get the likes of Hojlund involved. Bruno turns on it now, has the opportunity, goes for a strike, and it's 2-0. It's Bruno Fernandes. It's 2-0 to Manchester United. What a goal from the captain in Istanbul. And that is Manchester United 2 up after 17 minutes in this one. Absolutely fantastic hit by Bruno Fernandes, and it is 2-0 to Manchester United. Absolutely sensational stuff in the first 20 minutes here from United. Really, it's about whether that ball stayed in from Luke Shaw. I think that's the only contentious thing. Nothing contentious about that strike, because Bruno hit it so sweetly into the top corner, and Fernando Muslera could get absolutely nowhere near that one, and it is 2-0 to Manchester United in this one. Absolutely fantastic. It's about whether or not the ball stayed in. I think that's going to be the only call really to make here. One or two Galatasaray players managed to appeal it, but nothing really given so far. It looks like goal stands. Goal has stood. It is 2-0 officially. And I did not expect to be in this position whatsoever. Cannot let this slip. We have to win from this point. Simple as that there. We were 2 up in Copenhagen, you know, and from there we managed to lose that match. We cannot be doing anything similar tonight. So nothing stupid. Don't give anything away. High concentration. Control this match. Harvey is down there loving it as well. I'm sure you are, man. That's a hell of a goal from Bruno Fernandes. And really, really good start here. Looking fairly shaky at the back at times. Now, Lindelof goes in there for on a Cardi. Good tackle. And then Bruno manages to win it there. Hojlund tries to go for the flick on. Ball is up in the air at the minute. Looks like Bruno's going to recover that one and does so. And now we can build up once again. It's Anthony on this right-hand side looking for Bruno. I think Bruno's had a really, really good match out there so far. Got a goal, got an assist. Can't ask for too much more from our captain in this one. And it's about holding on now. It's about controlling this match. And if we can get a third goal, I think we will go on to win this one. But we've thrown away 2 goal leads already this season. Can't be doing it again in this one. So give nothing away. 2-0, it's a dangerous scoreline. You know, a goal, it's 2-1, and all of a sudden their tails are up and they're fancying themselves in this one. So we got to be ready for it, got to be willing, and got to be focused. Harvey says my dream, my guess of 6-1 come true. I mean, if you get it, I'll be very impressed, man. I will be. Onana should have that one, and does. I think the video might be lagging a little bit. Is it? Don't think so. Don't know what's wrong with that there. Not receiving enough video. I don't think it's buffering. You guys could let me know if the stream is lagging or buffering in any way. Anthony went away there, got a nasty enough tackle from Torreira, and it is going to be pulled back for a free kick. It was another chance. Look, we're looking good on the break and making these opportunities for ourselves. Very, very happy with this level of performance so far. Very, very much enjoying this, but I'm hoping we can get a third. I think I will absolutely kill this match off if we can do that, but a long way to go yet. Can't give anything stupid away. Have to defend well. Harry Maguire with the ball out now. Big switch to Luke Shaw. Gets it stuck under his feet a little bit, but recovers well. Plays it back to Lindelof. I think United want to play a bit of keep ball here. Looks to be a problem with the ball. Lindelof stopped the match, actually, because I think there was an issue with the ball. Give me a drop ball here as well. I think that's the problem. I'm not 100% sure, though. Yeah, going back to Lindelof. Drop ball. Going back to Stefan Amrabat. And we should be able to play away here. Bruno finds Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka looks up. He's got Bruno alongside him. Bruno goes for the big ball over the top to Anthony. That's just going to feed through to the goalkeeper there as well. Good performance here so far in the first 20 minutes, guys. Really, really happy with this one, especially from Bruno Fernandes, having a really, really good one in this one. Guys, make sure you're dropping a like on the video if you can, and let me know, is it lagging for you guys? Because I'm keep getting a warning sign saying that things are lagging on the stream, but it doesn't look to be so. I mean, I've got it on my phone. I can't see anything wrong with it. There we go. It's actually just dropped off now. That's good. That's good. Might just been a glitch there from YouTube side. Galatasaray attacking now. I'm hoping that we can keep them out, certainly to half time. Good ball across there. Amrabat with the block, and it's dropped to Andre Onana, who's just picked it up nice and gratefully. And Onana's just going to settle things down. He's going to take a second or two with the ball here before he invariably rolls it out and plays it up the pitch anyway. Has done that now. Going up the pitch, going long. Erik ten Hag not happy with something, having a shout at his defenders. I think he's probably thinking, why are we going long every time here as well? But happy with this level of performance so far, for sure. Galatasaray building up again now, coming on the attack, building and growing into the match as we speak. Good ball in there, but that's going to go out for a goal kick to Andre Onana, who will take his time, I'm sure, and make sure that he can take a little bit of the sting out of the match. I think that's going to be the plan. Wilfried Zaha looking frustrated up against Aaron Wan-Bissaka, a guy who has put in some sensational tackles on him before in the past. Enjoying this one. enjoying this match, and I didn't think I would be. It's out for Galatasaray throw-in. Guys, make sure you're dropping a like on the video if you can. We're up to 11 likes. Would appreciate if anybody else would take a second to do so. Would be massively appreciated. Don't know what's really going wrong here with the stream. In other news, it's 1-0 to Sevilla against PSG. Sorry, PSV for anyone interested in that there one. But United got 2 goals from 3 shots, and we're looking clinical again. That's what we wanted to see. Taking the opportunities when they come. We don't seem to make a lot of chances, but if we can take them, we hopefully won't have too much of a problem there. Opportunity for Galatasaray around the edge of the box, but Hojlund comes back and gets the ball. He's got Antony ahead of him if he can find him. He has been fouled there. It's going to be a free kick to United. Just getting the feeling that we're happy with a little bit of gamesmanship here, that we're happy to let the game run away and let the clock run down a little bit, take some of the sting out of it. Galatasaray's heads are well and truly up. The crowd is trying to encourage them back into this one, but that was a free kick there on Hojlund, was tripped up by Angelino, and United got a free kick in their own half. Harry Maguire looks to be taking it, going really long here towards Antony. He took it down well, did take it down well. I think Antony has not really been involved in this match too far. He was involved in the first goal for Garnacho, but there was 2 or 3 passes really played before Garnacho actually got the ball to finish. Hojlund holds the ball up nicely, finds Scott McTominay near him, but McTominay's pass can't find him. Galatasaray going forward with it, and Harry Maguire in there barely wins it. Got Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's got Garnacho ahead of him and Hojlund. He stabs it through towards Hojlund. He turns it back. Luke Shaw with the touch. And Luke Shaw couldn't control it. It was an opportunity. If Shaw could have took that down, he would have been one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and an opportunity to make it 3-0 goes to begging. Good work there by Shaw and by Hojlund in the build-up, and a better touch would have had Luke Shaw right in on top of the goalkeeper with a great opportunity to make it 3. But it's 2-0 as things stand. Garnacho with the first one, Bruno Fernandes with the second, and United really doing well in this one so far. It was definitely a match that could have we could have struggled in, and maybe we expected that coming into it. But to be 2-0 up in 25 minutes away to Galatasaray, that is no mean feat whatsoever. Victor Lindelof now got Stefan Amrabat ahead of him. I think Amrabat's been decent enough so far in this one. Maybe not as expansive as what Kobbie Mainoo would be, but he's done his job fairly well when called upon. Wan-Bissaka's got the ball now. Wan-Bissaka looks up. He's got Stefan Amrabat behind him and finds him. Bruno dropping deep to get on the ball now. You feel like Bruno's dropping deep, not really being picked up too much by Dries Mertens, and it's letting Bruno play some interesting longer passes in behind. He's finding some joy doing that. But Galatasaray have it now. They've got a counter-attack opportunities with Torreira. It goes wide to Hakim Ziyech. He plays the ball in well there, back to Torreira, and Bruno Fernandes has took him down on the edge of the box. This is an opportunity for Galatasaray. It's going to be a yellow card for Bruno. I think he's unlucky there, really. It was kind of a coming together. Torreira just kind of run in front of him, and a clip of the heels really shouldn't really be a yellow card in my opinion. But we're doing well. We're playing very, very well in this one, and hopefully we can continue and build upon it. And I hope that Harvey's prediction of a 6-1 win can come true as well. In terms of the poll, guys, 73% of you guys thinking we go on to win this one from this position. I'm hoping that majority are right. Let's find out, guys. Make sure you drop a like on the video when you come in as well. We're up to 11 likes, but it helps push it out to more people. And obviously, look, it's a good match tonight. It's an opportunity now. They got Angelino and Hakim Ziyech and Dries Mertens over the ball. Some very, very good players there from a set piece. You fancy Hakim Ziyech to take this one on his left foot. I think he's going to go for goal. Andre Onana needs to be ready for this. Comes in, and it's 2-1. It is 2-1. I think it took a deflection on the way in, but it's 2-1 now, and this is not what we wanted. It's not what we wanted to see. Seemed an odd one to concede there. Have to think it hit somebody in the wall. Onana probably should do better. Onana should have done better in that situation. I think it's the two Galatasaray men on the edge of the wall ducked. I think he was convinced it was going top right bins, and ultimately that's not what happened. And now it's 2-1. I told you guys, it's important that we try to get a third goal, and we're going to need it here. 2-1. Now Galatasaray getting right back in it, and their tails are going to be up, and they're going to be fancying this one. We can't be letting this lead slip. We really cannot afford that at all. If we want to stay in Champions League, we got to keep on going. We got to find the back of the net again in this one. Got to throw in here. Have to throw in Wan-Bissaka to take it. He's looking up. Poor goal to concede there. Onana probably really should be doing a lot better. I don't know what happened there. Soft goal, poor goalkeeping, was a poor free kick as well to give away, and we just got hit on the break. We got hit on the transition, and Galatasaray right back into this one now, and their tails will be up, and they will be fancying this. It's not what we needed when we went 2-0 up. We needed to try get that third one. We almost did through Luke Shaw if he could have took the ball down, but this stadium is rocking, and Galatasaray really going to be fancying this now. It's going to be a long night unless we can find the back of the net again with some good opportunities. But really, since that second goal, we have been sitting back. We haven't been doing a lot of attacking ourselves. They're in again here. Wilfried Zaha, the wrong side, takes a flick of Harry Maguire, and it's going to drop here for Luke Shaw to take the ball away. Soft goal to concede, soft free kick to give away, and ultimately it's costing us at this moment in time. 30 minutes gone. It's 2-1. I mean, look, it's still a good position, but keeper should be doing better. Bruno probably shouldn't have given that free kick away in the first place either. And we're making it hard for ourselves again. Don't do it, is what I'm saying, because they've got the momentum now. Ball up to Hojlund here, almost dropped from quite kindly, but doesn't quite. And now Galatasaray can come again and ask further questions of this United backline. Garnacho trying to get back here to put the tackle in, and Ziyech, he goes for a goal, and it's well over the bar. Thankfully, 31 minutes gone. Galatasaray growing back into this one. It was a really poor goal to concede. Shocking free kick. Onana overcommitted and went to the right. The Galatasaray men on the wall ducked, basically ran away from the ball, and it just gave Hakim Ziyech the opportunity to stick it into the far corner, and Onana couldn't get back because he had overcommitted too early to it. And it's a sloppy goal to concede. It's what we were saying: focus, concentration, give nothing away, nothing stupid, no silly mistakes. And that was a silly mistake. That's not what we needed at this moment in time. And look, Wan-Bissaka's been caught out here by a free kick from Zaha. Thankfully, he's back in position now. And Galatasaray are going to come again. But they got runners. They got people on the break. And United need to try to get back into this one somehow. We need to try to get a foothold on the ball. You never really felt at 2-0 like we were 100% safe, that we had control over this one. I think we've got to get to halftime leading, and hopefully we can make some adjustments if needs be. But there are things out there in that pitch that are working for us. The counter-attack, really finding the runners and getting some good shots off as well. It all came from McTominay. McTominay lost it too far. Amrabat for defending, and then Bruno let the Bruno really made the foul. Andre Onana should have done better. Look, he overcommitted really, and you can't really do that as a goalkeeper. For a while I did actually play goalkeeper, literally whenever I was a kid, like when I was like 11 or 12, and we were always kind of taught never go too early, because when he went and took those steps to his left, he was heavy-footed, he couldn't get back across. And if Hakim Ziyech was thinking of going top right, when he saw Onana commit too early, he'd probably changed his mind and went in to the far corner, and that's ultimately how we conceded the goal. That's going to be a free kick on Garnacho, and it's an opportunity for us to move up the pitch and let some of this pressure off, because Galatasaray really growing into this one, looking dangerous at this moment in time. Hakim Ziyech is down as well after coming together with Bruno Fernandes. I mean, both went for the ball. There's nothing in that. It's Look, Shaw plays the ball forward, but I mean, it's just coming right back at us. whenever we come under pressure, we seem to resort to this long ball style football, and it's just not working out for us. It's just not what we need at this moment in time, because the ball's just coming back at us time and time and time again every time we move the ball forward. Torreira's got it in midfield. He's looking up. He's got Ndombele beside him. United back defending at the moment. Just got to keep ourselves and keep our composure. Good tackling there from Bruno, but Bruno looks to be holding his hand up. I think he's maybe picked up an injury. United can play away. Bruno is now up after being down. Launches it forward. Actually has Garnacho in a good position. Can he play it inside Garnacho? Not quite. Such a boy. Good tackle. And looks like Galatasaray are going to live to survive this here one. Sacha Boy into the box here. Really good cutback, but Wan-Bissaka defends it well. But it's dropped again to Zaha. Can Maguire get across? And he does. Bit of pinball in the box there. You have to think maybe the pitch came into play there, because we tried to play it out and we couldn't get the ball moving forward. It's really sticking at times and it's unpredictable. Harry Maguire read that well and got across to make the block there from the Wilfried Zaha attempt on goal. Just gotta keep these heads. I think we'll be lucky to see it half time with a 2-1 lead at this moment in time. I think it's starting to get that way. The game does seem to be really going Galatasaray's way, and we need up the levels. We need to up what we're doing out there and defend well. Onana, massive save there, but I think it's an offside. But that was a big save from Onana. That'll give him some confidence after his mistake. But I think it was offside. It probably was. But a big stop there from Andre Onana nonetheless. Now, got a free kick. Onana's taking his time to take it, getting a lot of boos and jeers from the Galatasaray fans. Look, we've got 46% possession to United, 54 to Galatasaray, 11 shots for Galatasaray, only 3 for United. It has been clinical from us to have a 2-0 lead, but we need to be making more opportunities, making a stick further up the pitch, holding on to the ball. These long balls forward, it's suiting Galatasaray at the moment. We're not able to keep the ball at all, and it's just leading to more and more pressure. It means that it's harder for us to build up. It's harder for us to try sustain attacks and make more opportunities. And at the minute, the way we're defending, I don't think we can afford to sit back. Best thing we can do is try to get that third goal at the moment. It's going to be a corner kick, so it will be an option and an opportunity for us. It's all about getting good delivery into the box here. So long as Bruno isn't taking it, I will be quite happy, because honestly, I think maybe it's a match we need to see Rafael Varane out there. Maybe Kobbie Mainoo comes on at some point as well. It's about trying to survive to half time here. Got around about 10 minutes, we would suspect. Bruno to take the corner kick on the right hand side. I mean, look, if Harry Maguire can stick his head on this and make it 3-1, then that's absolutely fantastic. But I never expect much from these set pieces from Bruno, and nothing happened there. It's an easy one for Galatasaray to clear. Onana up to the halfway line to receive the ball here, turns on it really coolly and plays one hell of a ball out to the right wing. That's absolutely exceptional from Onana. Good ball into the box there. It might drop to McTominay if he can recover, but he's going to let it run out for a corner kick. Another effort for United to try sustain some pressure, keep the ball up at the Galatasaray end of the pitch and keep it away from the goal. All came from a really good bit of sweeping there from Onana, spun on the halfway line and played one hell of a pass forward out to Bruno Fernandes. And McTominay maybe could have tried to keep it alive in the box, but he settled for the corner. Bruno to take it again. First one wasn't a success. Let's hope this can be a better delivery. McTominay up for it and well over the bar that time. At least we found our own man in the box from a corner. I feel like that in itself is a success from that set piece. Just need to keep that ball up at that end of the pitch. That has to be the plan here. Galatasaray will fancy themselves on the counter attack, so I can understand that we're stepping off the press a little bit. Got to win this one. Ball drops there to Wan-Bissaka, who has recovered it. He's got Zaha for company. I think he's going to go back to Onana here, and now we can try to move up the pitch as well. Through Andre Onana, starting at the back, finds Harry Maguire. Maguire looks up. Under a lot of pressure, finds Amrabat. Nice 1-2 there. Nice bit of build-up from United. We can break out of the press here if we keep the heads, but I think it's going to be a throw-in instead. And they've got an opportunity now. Galatasaray to get back into their defensive positions. Tanki and Dumbledore in there with the block on Wan-Bissaka. Got around about 6 or 7 minutes of added time left in this half, and then added time, of course, as well. Good ball over the top there, but Muslera just got there. I think it was McTominay in there, or no, it was Hojlund even as well. Very, very, very nearly gotten the end of that. He got anything at all. He takes the pass the goalkeeper. He's got an empty net. That was an opportunity. Hopefully we don't live to regret it. Wan-Bissaka taking his time with the throw-in. I understand the game plan here. I think we're just trying to settle things down and make things go a little bit slower. Make it through the half-time. Maybe make some alterations if needs be. Bruno plays it forward. It's going to come back to Wan-Bissaka. Anthony can take it down on the touchline. Finds Wan-Bissaka nicely. Nice bit of play there from United, but we've lost out. Victor Lindelof has to win this header against Icardi and doesn't. And Icardi goes for the shot. But Icardi went for a volley from the halfway line, but I mean, I think the referee has pulled it back for a free kick on Anthony up the pitch as well. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Angelino just tripped him up, just kicked him right in the back of the leg. That's a couple from Angelino I've noticed in this match. Getting away with it so far. Hasn't been booked as far as I can tell, but it's a set piece in a good area for United. We can look up. We can hopefully get it into the box here. Got Maguire, got Lindelof, Hojlund, McTominay to head for. So we do have some options, but we've opted to go short with it. Find Anthony. Anthony in a good position. If he can get it into the box, doesn't quite manage to do so. It's going to drop to Garnacho. Goes for the shot. It's blocked. It's kind of breaking down a little bit. Bit of pinball in and around the penalty area. Bit of carnage in there. And now Galatasaray can play it forward. Sacha Boey looking up. Can only find Luke Shaw, however, and Shaw as well there under pressure, but he has stayed down. I think it's Hakim Ziyech left a foot in there on Luke Shaw, and it's going to be a free kick to United. I think United's going to be happy to take half-time 2-1 here. Really sloppy goal to concede. The first 20-25 minutes, really good. I think it's really a carbon copy of what happened at Everton. At Everton at the weekend with a good 20 minutes. And then for the second half of the first 45, we really struggled, and they really came on to us. And Everton should have scored at the weekend during that time period, but they didn't. Galatasaray have managed to. So hopefully we can see it through to half time, and then second half go again, try get this third goal and get that two-goal lead back as well. Yellow card here for Sacha Boey for tackling Garnacho. That's going to leave him in an interesting position because Garnacho's just going to run at him, you have to think, for the rest of this match. He's already scored once, breaking in behind him. Hopefully he can do it again in what remains in this one. Sacha Boey with the yellow card there confirmed. We've got a free kick now, round about 5 or 6 yards into the Galatasaray half. Luke Shaw with it. No one really up in the box, so I'm not too sure what the plan is. We are going long, going for the switch. Try find Bruno on the right-hand side, and we do, but it's going to be a free kick to Galatasaray because Harry Maguire ran into somebody. And Galatasaray now with the ball back. I mean, that was a bit frustrating. It could have been nice to try keep the ball up at that end of the pitch for some more minutes and try make some chances, but we have made very little in this half, truth be told. Have some good opportunities maybe where we could have got a third goal, but outside of that, nothing really too much from the United point of view, except for going 2-0 up. First goal from Garnacho, really well worked. Second goal from Bruno, a real screamer from about 25 yards out, found the top corner. But apart from that, has been frustrating. Look, we should be 2-0 up because ultimately the Galatasaray goal, we should never be conceding that. Icardi's in here. Icardi's in. He's made it 2-2. But I think it's offside. Offside flag is up. I think United's kind of stopped. Of course, it will be looked at. We can only excuse or only think that's what's happened here. I think he is offside. Lindelof might have played him on. It's going to have to be looked at. Check complete, and it is not a goal. It is given offside, so it does mean that United's 2-1 lead stands, and we might see a third at half time. But man, we are taking chances with this. Heart was in my mouth there for a minute. Have to watch out for these opportunities. We have to be careful in the break, because Lindelof almost played a cardy on there. Maguire stepped up, and there was not a step up from Lindelof. Really, we got away with one there. That was lucky. That was lucky. So some better communication needed between those two. And they have played together enough times over the years that they should be able to communicate, but we always feel like they're so shaky when paired together. But that's what we're down to. So I think if Varane is ready, I would maybe think about putting him on this second half. I think Lindelof's struggling out there a little bit. Cardi having a lot of joy against him. So I think Maguire and Varane would be what I go with. If we can get Mainoo onto the pitch, maybe for McTominay, he's really not offering much at all in that midfield. I feel like we've said that many times as well. I actually think Sofian Amrabat's having a decent enough match out there, but Lindelof needs to come off. Disaster is going to strike. So I would think Varane is the option to go for. Wan-Bissaka as well on the halfway line to turn on that. Looks up, he's found Maguire. Maguire in there, plays away. But referee might pull it back for a free kick. United kind of stopped there because Maguire actually managed to play the ball in behind Galatasaray there, but everybody had stopped. The referee didn't blow it up. That play to the whistle. That's what we got to be saying there. And you know, if that happened, Anthony or Hojlund could have been in. And it was a real waste of an opportunity. That, you know, make VAR and referees make a decision. Just keep playing. Keep playing until you're told to stop. That has to be the very basics of it as well. Galatasaray, we got 2 minutes left here in the first half of added time. And Galatasaray now with the ball. United, every man back behind the ball. Massive gaps in the defence there, but well cut out by Wan-Bissaka. Bruno loses out and tries to come back into it. United kind of stopped there. They were appealing for a handball, but I think it's going to be given as an offside. United stopped because Zaha went down and handled the ball on the deck. I mean, that could have been an opportunity there for Galatasaray. Let's see the replay. I mean, yeah, Zaha was on the deck and used his elbow to control the ball and trap it under his body. Definite yellow card. Sorry, definite handball. Knew exactly what he was doing there as well. And it's going to be a free kick for United. Got about a minute left here. Hopefully we can just see it out until half time. Make some alterations. Try to settle things down in the second half. Find that third goal, because it's going to be important that we do that. Look, if you offered me 2-1 up at half time, I absolutely would have took it. In the context of what's happened, I mean, we really could find ourselves in a position where we're 2-0 up. We shouldn't have conceded. It's a yellow card there for Amrabat. Slightly sloppy in there, in on Torreira. I mean, both went for the ball. I think that was a bit of a nonsense. They both swung for the ball, and Amrabat won it and got a booking for it. I don't know. Shocking yellow card there to give away. Maguire with the ball out. Got around about 10 seconds left in this first half. You would imagine that has to be us pretty much done. Galatasaray with it on the halfway line. They might have one opportunity, but they've gone back to the goalkeeper. You have to think that's half time. Referee blows it up. It's 2-1. 2-1 at half time in this one. First goal scored by Alejandro Garnacho. Really, really good goal. Bruno's goal, absolutely fantastic as well. Long range shot. Brilliant goal from Bruno Fernandes. Really sloppy one to give away, in fact, as well. But I think some alterations are needed, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Who would you be changing in this one if you had to make any substitutions? I mean, I think Lindelof's got to come off. He almost give the second goal away there for Galatasaray by playing Icardi on side. But ultimately, it's 2-1. It is 2-1. And United winning when we needed to win. Should be more. Should be more. Should be a 2-0 lead. Arguably could have been a 3-0 lead if Luke Shaw could have controlled the ball in from Rasmus Hojlund. But it's in a good... With the right substitutions, with the right adjustments at halftime, we can find ourselves in a good position to go on and win this match for sure. Let me see what's going on. In terms of the poll, guys, you can see as well on the votes, 73% of you guys went for the win, 15 for the draw, and 12 going to go for the loss in this one. Interesting enough. Have to say, I hope majority are right and we managed to win this one. That's what I really hope for. That's what I think we need to see. Hopefully we can go on and keep a hold of this win and keep a hold of this result, because it will be absolutely massive. It gives us the advantage going into the last match, assuming of course that we see Bayern Munich beat Copenhagen later, which you imagine would happen. I would be very surprised if Bayern don't beat Copenhagen. But yeah, look, we found ourselves 2-1 up at half time. Hopefully we can go on and get a third goal in the second half, hopefully tie things up. I mean, disappointing to be conceding, very disappointing. But we found ourselves in an okay position. I would say put Rafael Varane on at halftime if we can. If he's ready, put him on. I think that makes a big difference. I think definitely, we could see. We definitely could see Kobbie Mainoo come on as well. I think Kobbie Mainoo for McTominay might be the way to go, because I'm just not seeing it from McTominay. I mean, Amrabat I don't think has been exceptional either. I think at times he struggled to get off the play out of the back. And I think that's something that Mainoo really brought to us at the weekend, was the ability to take the ball under pressure and play out the back, either by carrying it or by passing it. I don't think he gets affected by the hostile atmosphere. Look, Goodison Park was a very, very, very difficult place to go at the weekend. We managed to get through that as well. I mean, Kobbie Mainoo really should have been the man of the match in that there one. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below. What are you guys making of the match in this one so far? In terms of the poll, 73% of you guys going to go for the win in this one. Jordy is down there. When will Eric Ten Hag use subs? Yeah, man, look, he doesn't use a lot of subs. He can be quite late with them, in actual fairness. He does tend to make one halftime sub in a lot of matches, and then maybe he'll go make another 2 after 60 minutes, and then another 2 after 75. That's typically what we kind of do. I think it was, I was watching Newcastle last night. I can't really understand why you guys didn't make some subs as well. I know it's a lot of young players out there, but certainly some players looked absolutely gassed towards the end of that match. I think Alexander Isak basically stopped running towards the end of it. Like, maybe Newcastle could have put some subs on last night. I know United's bench isn't particularly strong tonight as well. Some big players missing. No Rashford, of course, on there. But there's players on there who can come on and make a difference. I think Varane's one I would look at. And then I would look at some of the other players out there as well in that bench. Maybe Pellistri for Anthony. Mainoo for McTominay. We have some options. We have some people who we could put on. Not that it's the kind of strength we maybe want to see. But I think the first changes have to be Kobbie Mainoo and Varane. I think Varane comes on. Varane needs to come on for Lindelof. Lindelof looks very weak out there. Looks a real liability. I think Mainoo for McTominay might be the way to go, or Mainoo for Amrabat. I can understand either. Amrabat on a yellow card, of course. So something you maybe don't want to risk in a match of this magnitude is anything stupid in this second half. We don't want to see that as well. Jordy says the bench isn't good. It's a rough day for us in terms of injuries. Yeah, man, it is. Like, we've been there as well this season, and we are still really struggling. I think I saw last night we've had 24 different injuries to our players. Now, look, some players, of course, have got injured twice this season. I think Varane's had 2 or 3 injuries. I think Mount's had 2 or 3 injuries, but the injuries are really adding up across a lot of teams. There's a lot of talk about Ten Hag overtraining players and United's training causing a lot of these issues. I get that. I completely understand it. But I look at a lot of the other guys as well. Look at Tottenham. I look at Newcastle. Lots of injuries there. You have to think that World Cup last year really has had knock-on effects. Rajad is down there. Goal was not off. They were unlucky. Goal was offside as well, though, Rajad. I know it was a tough one. I know it was really, really close. Ultimately, that was a decision that they went with. I think it was because Victor Lindelof's arm, you don't count the arm in an offside, but the shoulders can be counted, and Icardi's shoulder was down because that's the way he managed to get down there to try make the run. Look, we got lucky towards the end of that half. I think it's a very similar performance that we've seen, very, very similar that we've seen against Everton. Against Everton, we were really good in the first 20 minutes or so, and then all of a sudden, for the last 25 minutes of the first half, we really struggled and we weren't able to move the ball properly, and Everton grew into it. And look, Everton should have scored in that first half of the weekend. Ultimately, they went out and scored a goal as well. Sorry, Galatasaray got the goal tonight. I think we're going to need another goal. I think we need a second goal. Sorry, a third goal maybe. I think that might be one of the ways that we can seal this up. I think if we got a third one, that would take a lot of momentum out of Galatasaray. Lucky Singh's down there, and we have to stay composed and look for another goal. Yes, I would agree with that as well. Rajat says, do we start to play low block, 4-5-1? I mean, we can do. I think we're just getting overexposed in midfield. I think it's like the way we've been lining up. This kind of man-for-man type system in midfield isn't quite doing what we needed to do. So I think a sub's needed. I would maybe... I've said already, I think the subs to make are Kobbie Mainoo and Raphael Varane. I think Varane comes on for Lindelof, has to. And I think you put Kobbie Mainoo on either for McTominay or for Amrabat. Jordy goes, if Gala somehow gets a draw in this match, then it's going to be tough for you guys to qualify. Yeah, look, we have to win if we want to qualify. You know, that's the top and bottom of the situation. Because if we win, sorry, if we go on, say we lose this match, we're in 3 points. Galatasaray are then on 6 points. We would have to, then we're out, because there will be another point in that Copenhagen match, and Galatasaray. Someone will pick up points and we'll be out. If we draw this match, I think we'll be on 4, they'll be on 5. Copenhagen, if they end up beating Galatasaray or Bayern Munich, they go through. You know, really, we need to hold on here. We need to win, and that gives us 6 points. And if Bayern Munich go out and beat Copenhagen, which you would expect, then I think the way it works out is if they beat Copenhagen be on 4. If we hold on, we will be on 6, and if we have 6 points, then we need to either avoid defeat or beat Bayern Munich in the last match. You know, that's still a big ask. Rajat goes, Hojlund needs to come off and play Tony. I think Hojlund's been decent, been a little bit uninvolved sometimes, but was involved in that first goal. Really disappointing, that goal we conceded against Galatasaray. But Rajat goes, yes, Tony not that quickly, but he can at least play one half. Yeah, I would say that as well. I think Anthony needs to come off at some point, maybe for Pellistri, have some legs running behind. So I think, if I was Ten Hag, the first sub I would make would either be Mainoo or Rafa Varane, and Mainoo comes on for Amrabat or McTominay, Varane for Lindelof, and that's what I would go with to start with. And then you make the other sub as well, and then maybe you take Pellistri and put him on and take off Anthony, because Anthony's not been doing it either. And that at least gives you running in behind some work rate as well. I think that might be some of the way we go. I think we will see Martial in this one at some point. I have a suspicion we might see Hannibal come on if we need some energy towards the end of the match as well. But we're halfway there. We need to keep on what do we got? Lucky is down there. Sofyan Amrabat staying on because of the hostility. I mean, yeah, but he is on a yellow card as well. Lucky, you know, that's my concern. With that, so hopefully we can stay in this. Hopefully we can stay in this. And keep this lead. That's what we absolutely need to do. Let me see. Lucky Singh, game very hostile. Yeah, it is very, very hostile. Very difficult match as well to get anything out of. Look, to have been 2-0 up in 25 minutes was absolutely fantastic, and then we kind of settled into it and kind of dropped back a little bit too deep at times, and I think that's kind of just invited Galatasaray onto it, to kind of just give them the opportunity to come onto us. And look, it was a poor goal to concede, but you did feel a goal was coming for them at some point in that half, and ultimately they did find it. I'm just hoping that we can keep them out and get a third goal. I think if we don't score another goal, we're not winning this match. I don't think we hold on to this lead. I think Galatasaray find another one at some point. So that third goal is absolutely essential if we manage to get it, however we can. So yeah, I think some subs will be needed at some point. Absolutely essential that we do that. What have we got as well? Lucky is saying, I don't like exposing young players. Liman goes, unable to watch the match due to not subscribing on time. Oh, is that there for Discovery or something, is it? Yeah, I mean, look, it can be a pain, man. Like, I'm just watching it on Discovery as well because I don't have TNT. Big second half. Big second half. This match will not end 2-1. I think that's what we can say here. So I think we need to get another goal, at least. At least I wouldn't mind seeing some subs coming on. Can't see anything online about subs being listed or maybe coming on at all. But it's gonna be a very, very intense second half. Very intense second half. Rajat says to bring Varane and Palistri on. Yeah, look, I can't complain about that at all. Haven't really seen anything from Anthony on that right hand side. I think Lindelof's been really poor. I think Lindelof's someone I would take off and put Varane on. And Maguire to left centre back, and I think that helps us in a big way. I completely get if we keep manage to keep Amrabat on, I would maybe think about taking him off. The reason being because he's on a yellow card, and I don't think he's that good. But I think I would like to see Kobbie Mainoo get on at some point as well. Because look, I know it's a big arena and it's a hostile environment to put him into for a young player. But let's not kid ourselves. Well, Kobbie Mainoo is not the normal young player. He's not an average young player. This guy, like, genuinely is more calm and composed than anybody else in the team as well. Liman says it shows me Sevilla versus PSV. Man, it might be on. Man, if you hit like the red button or something, it usually is an option on TNT Sports. You can swap it to some of the other matches or it might be on a different channel if that's who you're watching it with. Lucky's under Varane. We need to keep going left backs and right backs. Yeah, Lucky as well. Look, I think we've got to keep the ball on the ground as well. I think playing it long's not helping us at all. And it's the same kind of trap we fell into against Everton, where we were playing it long and it was just coming back at us time and time and time again. And we were losing our possession. We were putting ourselves under unnecessary pressure. And ultimately, Everton probably should have scored against us. They didn't. Galatasaray have. Rajak wants to know the score in the Sevilla match as well. Leman goes, let's stop these excuses for not playing Mainoo. No, there's no excuses for not playing it either, man. Like, I want to get Kobbie Mainoo on the pitch. Like, I think I've been talking about Kobbie Mainoo for a very long time, and it's time to start playing him. He's ready. He is ready. He's fit. He's up for it. Get him onto the pitch. That's what I say. Can't see anything about any subs coming on here at all at half time. I think. Oh, was that? Am I going to watch the Real Madrid on live? No, I don't think I'll be watching Real Madrid. I'm probably going to head to the gym or something after this. I also haven't had any food at all either, so I've got a couple of things I need to get done tonight. But I might put it on if I'm in the gym later. In terms of the match in the Sevilla against PSV, I'm pretty sure Sergio Ramos has scored for Sevilla in that there one. Let me just have a double check here as well for you guys. It's 1-0. Yeah, it's Sergio Ramos with a goal. Let's see. Lucky's done there. Put Mainoo on 64 minutes. I mean, I think put him on now. Like, if we can. We're heading back out onto the pitch. I can't see any alterations or any subs at the moment. Rajak goes, get food now. Nah, man, I can't sit and eat live. Like, I'm not that type of guy. It's not a what is it they call it? A mukbang channel. Yeah, we're not doing that there. I'll get it after. I think I've got like I think I got a burger or something downstairs. I'll like fry it up in the pan or something. Be good. No alterations at halftime. No changes, so it is as we were. Second half about to begin right now. Yeah, look, I'll just hold off, man. It'll be alright. Be all good. Le Man is looking to know if that is Ten Hag out. I think I'm not Ten Hag out. I think I'm just being realistic about it. Like, I do like him. I think he's a good manager, but I also think, man, like, some of the calls he is making are very, very interesting. Some of them don't really agree with. I better get the time card back up as well. Give me a second, because I think we're about to kick off here. And we have done so. There we go, just in the nick of time. The minute we're up to 6 points in the group, and we need to hold on to this lead and extend it if we can. Here we go. Galatasaray kind of starting off where they left off, having a lot of possession at the back. United kind of sitting back. I have to think we've been given some alterations or some instructions at half time about what we're meant to be doing, or some tweaks, hopefully, that are going to lead to a more successful half. I think we've just got to keep hold of the ball better and watch the counter-attack. Galatasaray are very, very, very strong on the counter-attack, and they've got a good ball in here towards Angelino. Well dealt by Harry Maguire. And it's going to hopefully drop out here for a throw-in, and it has done. So throw-in to Galatasaray, about a minute or so in. No subs this half, not so far. Rashad, no, it's unchanged at this moment. So as we were, and it's pretty much just picking up where the first half left off. Galatasaray having a lot of the ball. United sitting back. Maguire's been okay. He's been okay in this one. Yeah, I would say that as well. Don't think he's been bad. And, to be fair to Maguire, and look, I'm not the biggest fan of the guy, and I do still think we should sell him, but I'll absolutely say that in recent weeks he's probably been our best defender. We've given a cheap free kick away again here. Probably a little bit too far out to shoot, but it's an opportunity for Galatasaray to cross the ball into the box. For sure. Anthony with the free kick there. Musi is down there. I hope we score. Luman goes, let's agree on this here. Even if we win, hopefully we do, Ten Hag should be questioned and blamed for not starting Mainoo. No excuses. I think, yeah, look, you play your best players. Kobbie Mainoo is obviously one of the best in his position at the club already, and he's only played one match. Good ball in there. Headed away by Harry Maguire. Hojlund can't clear on the edge of the box. No, it was Garnacho, sorry. And now Galatasaray can come again. Need to try move the ball up the pitch. And we need to try to keep a hold of things. Cannot be sitting in our own half and our own box for 45 minutes. We will concede and we'll lose this match. So we've got to be brave at some point. It's a hell of a ball in there, and it's in the side net. And really, really big opportunity for Galatasaray there. Thankfully, it landed to their centre back and not one of their strikers, and it's into the side net. And thanks very much, guys, for 13 likes as well. Much appreciated. 31 votes so far. 68% still going for the win. 19 for the draw. And 13 for the loss. Rajat going on there. If Mainoo wasn't playing well, get Amrabat to play. Musi says, unfortunately for me, I'm not watching the match, so I am your eyes and ears. No problem, man. I'll do my best to try to describe what's happening in this one. I mean, we are 48 minutes gone. We got to throw in around about the halfway line. It's Luke Shaw to take it. It's our first real bit of possession in this half, so we need to hold on to it. Luke Shaw goes long with it. Has managed to find Hojlund, but Galatasaray just win it back, and Istanbul gets them moving up the pitch. They went for the ball in behind, but Onana's got that fairly comfortably, and he's managed to pick it up. It's okay. I mean, Harry Maguire's looking up. He's going along with it. I mean, that's just going to go out for a throw-in. Look, I get, going long when there's runners in behind, but we are giving the ball away far too cheaply, and we're not keeping hold of it. I think that's a problem here. The more ball Galatasaray get, the more likely they are to score. Turned into a bit of a pinball match in the midfield. Ball is up in the air and still there. Amrabat with it, and he gives it back to Onana. 4 minutes have gone. Says Rajat, is my timer working? Yeah, it is. I think it might be slightly behind, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Hojlund's almost got onto that there one. And Galatasaray have it again. They're clearing it up the pitch, but Luke Shaw should recover. Can flick it in behind here for Garnacho. If Garnacho can keep this in, it's an opportunity, and he has done. He's looked up, he's found Luke Shaw again. He's got Hojlund in the box. Hojlund goes up for it, it's over his head, and hopefully Anthony can get this on the far side. Good tackle there from Angelino, to be fair. He is on a yellow card, and Anthony seems to have a problem. Anthony does seem to have a problem. He's holding his knee. A little bit of discomfort. Daniel is in the comments as well. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hopping on in here. For anyone interested, it is 2-0 to Sevilla now in that there one. Amrabat has been fouled, surely, and it's going to be a free kick to United. And we can take it quickly. I think we've got to retake it, though. Don't know what's happening here at all, guys. 2-1 still. Still 2-1. Yeah, I mean, Amrabat followed by Zaha. He's all over him, really. Daniel goes, I'm currently in the Stadium of Light working as a steward. Who's Sunderland playing tonight, man? What match is on there? Good ball by Bruno, but it's dealt with. It's going to drop out here. I think going to be a free kick. I think Anthony is in a little bit of pain. He might be coming off at some point for Pellistri, we would imagine. I know some of you guys would very much like to see as well. I know a lot of people out there are pretty much done with Anthony as well. Shaw goes long with the throw. Might have found Hojlund. Jordy goes, love to see Ramos still scoring in Champions League. Absolute legend. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's good that he's gone back to his old club as well, instead of like taking one of those big money retirement moves. It's a nice story. It is a nice story, and I'm sure Sevilla fans are happy to have him. Daniel says Sunderland versus Huddersfield. I'm sure Jordy is thinking it's been a long time since we were in the Championship playing the likes of Huddersfield on a Wednesday night. Good ball in there. Bruno has it out wide, can cross it, goes deep. Muslera flapped at it. Rajat goes, we'll see Hojlund get one more Champions League goal and lead, hopefully. Maguire up, wins it. McTominay turns. But I think it's a free kick to Galatasaray. Newcastle matches are way better to work at. I'm sure they are, man. But sure, it's all about the bag. It's not about the match. Good ball in behind there from Galatasaray, but Lindelof reads it well. I think it's going to be a corner kick and an opportunity. You know, we've looked a little bit shaky from these corners at times in this one. I'm hoping we can deal with this comfortably enough. But certainly wasn't comfortable there from Fernando Muslera. You know, he flapped at the ball when it was put inside of him. So hopefully we can put the ball in top of him again and maybe make him do some work. Good header out there by Harry Maguire. I think Lindelof's gone up for it, and it's going to be a free kick. Referee's blown up, but we actually had it on the break there as well. Referee should have played it away. But sure, we'll check what we can get as well. I think we need Kobbie Mainoo on at some point. But I think that's one of the calls I would make. Any more thoughts, guys? Make sure you get them in down below. Daniel goes, Sunderland fans are awful. Man, you live in Sunderland. You can't be saying this. Yeah, look, 14 likes as well in the video. Thanks very much as well, guys. Champions League watch-alongs are always a bit slower anyway, and a bit smaller, usually because people are doing their own stuff on Wednesday as well. Probably watching the match, eating their dinner and stuff. Yeah, such a boy. He's maybe lucky to be on the pitch. You know, he did kind of headbutt Garnacho there. Jordy goes, Huddersfield, you have one job to heal yesterday's pain. Play away from United. Garnacho into the box. Got an opportunity if he can get the shot off, but he's closer to the corner flag than he is to the back of the net. Gonna be a yellow card here for Galatasaray. I don't know if he's pulled it back because it was a foul there on Hojlund. Hojlund's holding his head, but it is a goal kick. Rajat goes, who will score next goal? I think it's very important. I think next goal might win. Galatasaray go 2-2. I think they'll go on and win this match. If we can get 3-1, I'm hoping we can see the match out and go on and get a much needed 3 points. Maguire's got a bit of a problem here. Almost played Onana into danger, but Onana does well. Finds Anthony. And Anthony driving forward. Anthony actually having a run with it as well. Don't know what he's doing. This is not like Anthony. Jordy goes, Maguire will score a header. Daniel goes, oh, Jordy, he's shirting at St James's every Newcastle. Every time Newcastle's got a game on his class. Daniel, will you be there at the weekend then for United versus Newcastle? I'm sure that'll be a good one. Yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Amrabat forward, McTominay, Anthony. He's got Wan-Bissaka on the outside of him. He has to play it. Wan-Bissaka's got acres of space. He does. Wan-Bissaka, ball in. It's 3-1. And his goal scored. Is it McTominay? Is it Rasmus Hojlund? It's Scott McTominay. It's 3-1. Super attack. Anthony did so well there. And 3-1. We said Nick's goal would be absolutely crucial, and Scott McTominay has got it for Manchester United. And to be fair to Anthony, that was brilliant work there. Held on to it for a long time. Is Wan-Bissaka onside? I think he is. I think he timed the run well. McTominay slid in near post, and he got that into the back of the net. It's 3-1. Can't be letting it slip from here. We have to hold on. We have to win this match from this position. We said Nick's goal would be key, and we have seemingly got it here at Galatasaray. Daniel says if anyone's out of the Newcastle match, come see him. Daniel, man, would you be doing like the away fans, or would you be doing more like why is this not updating? Hold up, I've lost my overlay. Don't know what's happened to my overlay. It seems to have disappeared. There we go. It's back. It's back. It's back. Absolutely essential. Look, we got that goal, and thankfully we did. Let me just quickly put the chat back up there. Anthony turns. He's got Wan-Bissaka ahead of him, and he has been foiled there. Big ups on the 15 likes as well, guys. Much appreciated, as always. Mertens there with a cynical kick on Anthony. Really, really coming down with heavy rain. We've got 2 subs coming on. It's Anthony Martial and it's Kobbie Mainoo getting ready to come on here into the Lions' Den for Kobbie Mainoo, but it's what we called for. We are getting it, seemingly. Guys, let me know. Am I lagging? Because it looks like I had a small drop in quality there. Looks to be okay now. Daniel goes yet into his shift. I was with PSG fans when they were there and they were crazy. Done for themselves before. I've pretty much been in the pits as well. Nice one, man. I know Christy did some shirting for a brief period of time. I think he did Reading once and he did Brentford a couple of times, but I mean, I'm sure it's an interesting one. Offside there because it was a good opportunity for Garnacho getting behind. Jasper goes respect in the name of McTominay. Look, got the goal. That's what he's on the pitch to do. He's never going to contribute a lot in terms of the build-up or be overly involved with the passing and stuff and maintaining of possession, but that's what he's on the pitch for, to break into the box and get onto the end of things. Sofian Amrabat coming off and Kobbie Mainoo coming on, going to be heading into the he's going to be heading into the right into the middle of the pitch. He's up against Dries Mertens. I mean, what an introduction for the kid, really. Up against Sakura at the weekend. Now he's up against Dries Mertens in the Champions League. Daniel goes, yes, pretty simple job. I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm sure, man. Like, so long as there's no fighting involved and everybody behaves themselves, I'm sure it's probably a lot easier for, well, since you haven't, well, it's not a Sunderland match and there's hopefully not going to be too much fighting at it. Like, I'm sure if it was Sunderland or somewhere, there might be a few scraps to watch out for and stuff, but thankfully not too much. I mean, Sunderland a long way from playing Newcastle at the minute. Jordy goes, few days ago, there's a rumour McTominay will come to Newcastle. If it happens, I'll take him. He's awesome. I mean, he is a player Eddie Howe likes. He probably would fit that system quite well. I don't know where he would fit in. Like, I don't know if you guys would swap, like, Sean Longstaff for anybody from him or Joe Linton. But, I mean, look, McTominay is a good player. He does score goals, and that's what he does bring to the team. He's not a passing specialist. Opportunity for United here. Anthony, he's looking up. He's almost got into the box there. He still got it. Martial's got it now as well. Martial back to Anthony. Anthony to Martial. I feel like I'm just talking about it as well. Daniel goes, when Middlesbrough came to Sunderland, the fans were awful. Yeah, I forgot about Borough as well, man. Borough's actually a better team than Sunderland at the minute as well. Luke Shaw into the book here. 58 minutes gone. It's 3-1 to Manchester United. Goal scored tonight, firstly by Alejandro Garnacho. Absolute screamer from Bruno Fernandes. Hakim Ziyech got a goal back for Galatasaray in the first half, and then Scott McTominay has restored the 2-goal lead to Manchester United in this second. And I think hopefully we're going to knock some of the stuffing out of Galatasaray here, take some of the momentum out of it. They were growing into it. Bourne is down there. How is Amrabat playing today? I mean, look, he was okay, Bourne, but he's off now. He is off. He picked him. He got into the booking really. It was a nonsense yellow card, and I think Ten Hag's kind of thinking about that as well. Luman goes, McTominay is similar to Havertz in terms of not having a particular position. Yeah, he doesn't have a particular, like, he's a role, he's not a position, if that makes sense. He kind of like bursts into the box and gets onto the end of things, and at the same time he'll be back winning headers in your own penalty box. He is kind of all action. He's not like a Mainoo type midfielder or a type of midfielder who wants to get on the ball a lot. Very little touches. I mean, he starts deep. Daniel goes, only Luke Shaw's playing. I only picked up on that. Yeah, Shaw's back, got a yellow card. But I actually think Luke Shaw's been really good tonight, and he was really good at Everton. He's so important to how we actually play as a team, and it's one player I will always stick up for because I do have a lot of time for Luke Shaw. And I think when he was out, we've seen exactly why we do need him in the team. Maguire's kind of played us into a little bit of trouble there, but it's going to be a free kick for a tackle on Anthony. Daniel goes, think McTominay is a box-to-box midfielder. He's kind of like a breaking midfielder because when he plays for Scotland, you know, he doesn't even play in midfield for Scotland. He actually like kind of displays off a striker. You know, he played striker originally for the under 21s and the academy teams when he was first at the club. Moosey says we've had poor stats against this team, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, look, we haven't made a lot of opportunities. We're working hard and we're chasing back, making important tackles like Garnacho almost did there on such a boy. Bruno's made another foul, which doesn't look to be a foul at all. I mean, it's a cheap foul. Rajat goes McTominay more of an attacking mid. It's kind of a strange position he plays. It's like he kind of pops up between the lines. It's like, obviously, a completely different player and different standard altogether, but Thomas Muller really has always been a forward attacking mid-type player for Bayern Munich, but he doesn't really have a set position. He doesn't really get involved too much in what they actually do. Free kick here for Galatasaray. We have to be watching out for this. Hakim Ziyech to take it again. He takes a shot. Onana spilt it and in. It's 3-2. What is Andre Onana doing? We shot ourselves in the foot again. I don't know what Andre Onana has just done. Like, this is the Onana we've seen before the Copenhagen match. It's 3-2. And from seemingly being comfortable, 2 Bruno fouls and 2 Onana howlers with free kicks have led to Galatasaray getting back into this one. And we got a big task here now. We got 30 minutes left, and Galatasaray is going to be right up for this. He shot towards goal. Onana had it. He got down, and it's like flicked off his wrist and rolled underneath him. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. Liman goes, would you prefer to have 2 box-to-box midfielders in our team, including an attacking midfielder and a defender? I mean, kind of, I guess. I mean, yeah, look, I wouldn't mind more possession-based players. I think that's what we need. Look, we got it all to do again. That was really poor from Onana. The first one was questionable. The second one was just shocking. Like, he has to deal with that. Onana's form in the Champions League, bar saving a penalty, has been really, really bad. Really, really poor. I don't know what he's thinking. And look, from being 3-1 up and looking comfortable, we find ourselves with our goal, with our lead halved again, and Galatasaray are going to be right on top of us throughout the rest of this match. Got a massive 30 minutes or so coming up here in Istanbul. Wan-Bissaka goes in with the tackle and has picked up a yellow card. It's a free kick to Galatasaray now. Again, look, these free kicks around the box. Hakim Ziyech taking them, it's putting us under a lot of pressure. Have to keep the heads out there as well. We're making a very hard job for us. We can't just we cannot have a normal match in the Champions League, and Onana really needs to shape up in this competition. It's a free kick here for Galatasaray. Good ball into the box, but well dealt with. I think it's Anthony Martial got out of the way there, and we can hopefully move up the pitch here. Garnacho putting the squeeze on, and he's actually won it. If he can keep that in, can't quite. Bourne goes down there, so basically United creating a lot of scoring chances in the Champions League and in the Premier League, but bad defending is costing them. Yeah, like, Bourne, it's like we score a lot of goals in the Champions League. We make a lot of chances and we concede a lot of goals. And Onana makes a lot of mistakes in this Champions League. And then in the Premier League, Onana's really good. We don't score a lot of goals and we defend better and keep clean sheets. Like, I don't get it either. Daniel goes by and give him a run out. Onana's just been very inconsistent recently. Onana's actually been really good recently. He's really turned the season around. This is why it's so surprising for me watching him out here today. Wan-Bissaka's lost out again. Good shot there, and Onana makes the save that time. I think it might be time to put Diogo Dalot on. Potentially, I think Wan-Bissaka's struggling a little bit. Chris is down there behind there, very good. Unfortunate not to get a chance yet. Yeah, I mean, you could have played him in this one. You probably could have. Onana, full kick here, launches it up towards Garnacho. Garnacho takes it down. Martial comes across, can't quite get the connection on it, and it's away there. Back to the goalkeeper with Muslera. It's got around about, I don't know, 25 minutes left in this one plus out of time. Rizzako's Onana been improving, just not for Champions League games. Yeah, Cresco's Tom Heaton has never let United down. I think he's played like twice for us as well, man. You know, in actual like official appearances. That's nicely done by Kobbie Mainoo now. Anthony, Bruno looking up. He's got Garnacho in behind. Can't quite get there. And Muslera's just going to launch this up the pitch for throw into United in our own half. Wan-Bissaka throw in our own box, well, in our own half. Daniel goes out, start banning there in the cups, at least give him a couple of games against Sheffield, the Luton, that sort of team. Yeah, look, I would do as well, because Onana's going to go to the African Cup of Nations, so you're going to be putting a goalkeeper in for most of January, which is a lot of matches who wouldn't have played until that point. So I think you got to get him involved as well. Rizzako's no, we're not playing Tom Heaton in this type of game. No, we're not. Tom Heaton's there as like an emergency option, what Johnny Evans should have been when we signed him. Martial trying to put the squeeze on a little bit here. Galatasaray have been questionable playing out at the back. I think that's what we're looking at. Muslera. Bruno almost got him there. Just got to watch out with these pressing because Galatasaray on the counter-attack are dangerous, just like we've seen here. Who's that? Is that Torreira bursting forward? It's a chance for Galatasaray. Got to defend this. Got to get this ball back. It's fault to Hakim Ziyech. Goes to the shot. And Onana with the save that time. What a match this is, but it's not good for my heart, man. I think it's going to be an offside here. Cresco's wasn't suggesting Hidden, was just saying he's never let anyone down. I mean, he's a good goalkeeper. He is. Like, Luton Town wanted to sign Tom Heaton in the summer for a reason. You know, he is a solid goalkeeper. Daniel goes, I think he plays well in these types of games. First choice for a bit when Onana gets back, make him fight for his position. Look, competition's never a bad thing. I think you could have put him in there tonight. You know, he's played against Galatasaray many times for Fenerbahce. But look, we got a hell of a job to hold on to in this one. 3-2. I think we're still going to need another goal. It's always a goal fest for United in the Champions League. It is always a goal fest. Got to throw in high up the pitch here. It's a chance to move the players up. Maybe make a chance or two. Wan-Bissaka looking up this time. Wan-Bissaka looking for some options. Kobbie Mainoo's come forward as well. Probably going to receive the ball here. Back to Wan-Bissaka. To Kobbie Mainoo. Galatasaray winning. And then it's a free kick to Galatasaray. That's disappointing, really, that that was poor, you know. And Galatasaray can come again. They can come again at them. It's like a tennis match more than a football match. It's just end to end, end to end. But we gotta make it stick. We gotta try get this fourth goal and give nothing stupid away. Ball clip forward there by Galatasaray. Wan-Bissaka out, but only as far as Ndombele. He just pushed Anthony off him with ease, like he wasn't there. That ball's probably gonna go out. Gonna be a goal kick to United. 37 votes on that poll as well, guys. So 68% went for the win. 22 for the draw and 11 for the loss. Any more thoughts? Make sure you drop them into the comments as well. Let me know what you guys are thinking on this one. Jordi goes, did I miss a goal? Who scored for Galatasaray? Hakim Ziyech, another free kick, another goalkeeping mistake as well from the free kick. Very, very, very hostile atmosphere. Galatasaray fans right up for this. Chatsport said United are going to need another 5 goals. Probably, man. Look, one thing's for clear, we cannot be giving free kicks away at all, because Ziyech's delivery is good and Onana has struggled to deal with him all night. Harry Maguire got Kobbie Mainoo ahead of him, back to Lindelof, to Bruno. Nice turn there by Bruno. Got Luke Shaw ahead of him. Almost found Anthony Martial as well. It's got to go back to Muslera. It's an opportunity for Galatasaray to come again in this one. Galatasaray coming again here. One hell of a ball, and it's 3-3. We've absolutely thrown it away again. We have thrown it away. It's a hell of a ball from Hakim Ziyech, and we've done it again. We have we have absolutely bottled it in the Champions League, and this is why we're going out at this point. I mean, it's a brilliant goal. It is. It's a brilliant finish and a brilliant goal. But man, that's so poor. Big T is down there. Nana has to go. Bruno's given 2 goals away. I'm not happy. I mean, man, I'm not happy either. Like, but this is why. This is why we're going out of this competition. You know, as things stand. You know, because we can't hold on to anything in the Champions League. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is in this Champions League season, but we cannot hold on to anything. And we got a chance here. Garnacho into the box, and it's managed to be claimed by Muslera. But 3-3, it's so poor. We don't deserve to go because we've been throwing games away again, over and over and over again. Galatasaray coming again. Good header by Wan-Bissaka. Drops to Sasha Boy. Boy looks up, goes for the shot, and Onana with the save that time. But at the minute, Galatasaray find themselves on 5 points, United on 4, Copenhagen on 4. I mean, look, it was a brilliant goal, man, but this is every single time. Big T says Onana 10 miles off his goal line. Look, I mean, we shouldn't be in this position. We really shouldn't. I don't know what's happening, Jordy. Rajat goes, we're not ready to play on this. I mean, yeah, look, we led against Galatasaray at Old Trafford. We led against Copenhagen in Copenhagen. We led. We scored 3 goals again tonight, and we're not winning this match either. Onana died after the ball was clearly in the net. Chance here, Martial, if he can find the pass, can't, and it won't drop there to Garnacho, and it's going to be given as an offside as well. Massively frustrating night, guys. Really, like, it's every time in the Champions League. Like, I don't know how many times I've sat here across this Champions League campaign so far, and, you know, we've had lead in matches, we've scored a lot of goals in matches, and we end up not winning or we end up losing. Like, that's genuinely what we go on. We're horrible mistakes. It's a collapse again, and it's a long way if we want to try to get into this. I mean, the way we play in the Champions League, it's genuinely insane. Rajat goes 4 points from 5 is shite. Yeah, man, it's absolute shit, man. It is absolute shit. Like, it really is. Big ups on the 18 likes as well, guys. Much appreciated. Got a big 17 minutes. If you want to stay in the Champions League, then you got to find a winner here. And the way we play, we could score 3 goals and concede 4. That's the way we play in this competition this season. I don't know how it's 3-3 here. It is. It is by the power. It is how the rest of the campaign's gone in this Champions League season. And I thought at 3-1, you know, we're going to go on to win it. I don't know now. Like, I don't know. Big T goes and throwing another goal, 2-goal lead away. Yeah, man, look, it's every time this Champions League season. We've done this against Copenhagen. I think we're 2-1 up in the 2-0 up in the first leg as well against Galatasaray. Like, it's such a massive frustration, and they're coming again on the break. Well cut out there. I think that's Martial back defending. Flicked on. Martial looking, I think it's Garnacho trying to make the run forward. Can't quite get there either. And Galatasaray have it again. Chance here for Galatasaray, so with Kobbie Mainoo. If we lose tonight, we're out. Like, have to win. Rajat goes, we score 1, they get 2. Chris goes, some tough league games coming up. Could get rough. Yeah, it could be a rough time for Manchester United Football Club in the next couple of weeks. 15 minutes to go. It's very end to end. I don't know what if we would make any further subs. I mean, like, we should have Rafa Varane on as well. I think at some point Bruno has give 2 cheap free kicks away, but it doesn't excuse what we've seen in the goal from Andre Onana. Like, tonight, there's the flick on to Garnacho, and Garnacho's got an opportunity running at such a boy, but he has been tackled. He's still got it. He's got Shaw on the outside of him. Got a little bit of space. Garnacho. He's going to have a go. Shoots just wide. Really good effort there from Garnacho. Really good effort. I would like to see a replay on this because that really did not look too far away. It's all from Garnacho. Really sweet connection and just wide as well. Really close that from Garnacho. Galatasaray with it, going really long. Lindelof should win that fairly comfortably, and Luke Shaw should take that down, and Shaw can come away with it. Bruno forward, Martial, flick, finds McTominay. He's got runners ahead of him, has to play on Martial. McTominay shoots and goes wide with it as well. Shouldn't have. He shouldn't. Liman sent Ten Hag out. What? I don't know what McTominay. Oh, he was close. He was close, McTominay, but I think he should have went with the runners on the outside of him there. Chris says the last time Galatasaray scored 3 goals was against United. I mean, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. They might not score 3 goals again all season. Facundo Pellistri and Diogo Dalot are coming on. Have to think Wan-Bissaka and Antony going to come off. It's going to be a fresh right-hand side. I mean, I have to go for it. I think we have to go on and try win this. But we're going to open up as well in attempting it. Galatasaray still got us here. Oliveira with the ball. Goes wide. Finds Hakim Ziyech. Up against Luke Shaw. Shaw should be able to deal with this. Back to Sacha Boey. And flicked on. It's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a goal kick. I don't know, guys. I went for 2-2 on the build-up show last night. I hope I'm not right. Well, I'm hoping that we're not right with the draw. I hope we manage to come on and win this. But, I mean, look, we are in the Champions League for a reason. There's actually Garnacho coming off. I don't know why Garnacho's coming off and Antony's staying on. I really don't get this one. Diogo Dalot coming on. Wan-Bissaka off. I wouldn't have took Garnacho off myself. Would have kept him on. Well done from Antony there. Manages to find Dalot in the box. Dalot almost gets it. Didn't drop in time. So close there. So close. It was a good play from Antony. Dalot managed to bundle his way through it. Almost dropped to Facundo Pellistri. Missy says confusion has set in. I mean, like, yeah. It's completely inexplicable what's happened tonight. Muslera's just went for the kick there as well and kicked it straight out for a throw in. Missy, yeah, look, there's no shape anymore. It's pretty much just United knowing that they need a goal here and they need a win. Ball flicked on to Antony. Antony's got a couple of options ahead of him. Goes wide, finds Pellistri. Pellistri with a shot and it's well over the bar. He should have used Luke Shaw. He had to use Shaw there. He had Shaw in the overlap. Completely unmarked in a really good position. I think Antony's actually been playing really well in this last couple of minutes. He's come to life as well. Chris just goes, we're just bang average. We're a good team, man. Like, there was enough good signs in this match that we should have won this. The main thing in the Champions League all season has been concentration, lack of focus. That's been our main issue all campaign, really. And we struggled with it every single match. And every match we make stupid mistakes, either goalkeeping mistakes or defensive mistakes. Lindelof's had a nasty fall there. I hope he's okay. I mean, Accardi knew what he was doing. He pushed him from underneath, really, when Lindelof was in the air. Like, he knew exactly what he was doing. Jasper goes, United losing the teams they should beat. We're average at best. In the Champions League, yeah. Like, it's hard to disagree with that. Like, I mean, look, if this finishes 3-3, like, we don't really deserve to be in the Champions League. Like, we're just not good enough for it. There's been enough good signs, and a good team would have won after scoring 3 goals against Galatasaray, 3 goals against Copenhagen. 2 at home against Galatasaray. A good team after scoring 3 goals in Munich would have won that match the way Bayern played on the night. So the concentration on our leaky defense in the Champions League has been it's just been so poor, and I don't get it, because we have been relatively secure in the Premier League. We got the joint most clean sheets in the league. So in recent weeks we have been pretty secure, which is why this has to be a bit of a surprise. Kobbie Mainoo can turn on it. I mean, Kobbie Mainoo is so cool on the ball. He really is. He looks up. He's got Luke Shaw. Shaw finds Pellistri. Pellistri's got a bit of space ahead of him, but he's opting to go backwards to Bruno. Plays a 1-2, and Pellistri's in behind. Pellistri with the opportunity. Got to square it or take it on. Has the shot, and it's over the bar. He ultimately just took too long. Too many touches. I mean, Pellistri popping up in the positions we wanted to see Garnacho in. Some changes coming up here for Galatasaray. They're taking Angelino off as well. We've conceded, I think someone's just said online here as well, we've conceded 14 goals in 5 matches in the group stage, which is the most ever by a Premier League team in Europe, in the Champions League group after 5 matches. Hakim Ziyech coming off, thankfully. Not going to have to worry about any more free kicks from him. But, I mean, guys, look, the 2 Onana mistakes were shocking. The third goal, it was a good goal, but preventable. And ultimately, we find ourselves with around about 7 or 8 minutes left of normal time, plus whatever the referee chooses to add on for additional time in this one. But we've really bottled this again tonight. We really have. Jordy is done there. Sometimes I think Chelsea made a big mistake by selling Ziyech and not using him properly. Yeah, I mean, look, they ultimately replaced Ziyech with Cole Palmer, and yeah, that's worked out very well for them. Like, but I always did rate Hakim Ziyech. Thought he was always a good player, playing beneath himself at Chelsea. Really, he's been very good tonight, and he's got 2 goals courtesy of Onana mistakes, but he's got 2 goals nonetheless. And I think he got the assist for the 3rd goal from Galatasaray. Throw in for Galatasaray in the halfway line. McTominay trying to put a bit of pressure on. Martial jogging about. Bruno trying to put a bit of pressure on him. I mean, Bruno's still running around. He's really waned in his second half as an influence, really. Galatasaray getting forward again here. Below should have done better there, and ultimately just left it, I think, to Wilfried Zaha. Can't be leaving Zaha on the edge of the box to get a shot off, and he gets it off. And Onana with a save. Really good opportunity there for Wilfried Zaha. Anthony looks up. He's got Delo ahead of him. Got an opportunity here if Delo can get this right. Finds Bruno on the edge of the box. Bruno goes for it and hits the post. You cannot, as the commentator has just said, you cannot write it. Bruno has hit the post. An inch the other way, and that's a goal for United, but Bruno's hit the post. Is that going to be the last opportunity of the match? Is that going to be all we get? Or can we go again? Because good work by Delo. He found Bruno in the edge of the box, and Bruno with a brilliant shot. I think the referees give a free kick to Galatasaray for something. I'm not too sure. Looked to be a small push from Luke Shaw. A bit of it coming together. It's going to be free for Galatasaray. Around about 5 minutes plus whatever is played on for out of time. Oh, guys, this is tough. It's a tough watch. Hell of a ball in there, but Maguire deals with it nicely. Doesn't drop to Anthony, comes out as far as Ndombele. Ndombele coming into the box, gets the shot off, and it's well over the bar that time from Galatasaray. I mean, look, if you're a neutral, you're probably loving this. It's probably a hell of a match, but man, it's not fun to be involved in this. Well over the bar that time. I think it's a throw in for Galatasaray high up the pitch here. And they're going to come again at us. Maguire goes up. Anthony slides in. I think the referees give a free kick here. Big ups on the 19 likes as well, guys. Much appreciated. 3-3 here with around about 5 minutes left, plus added time. Bruno's got the ball in a good area. Got runners ahead of him, but Bruno tries to find Anthony. He was definitely fouled there, but the referee's not giving it. And Galatasaray come away now with Sacha Boey again in behind Luke Shaw. Pellistri back there to cover. Opportunity here for Galatasaray to try something. They're driving in towards it. McTominay just leaves it. He was looking for a card, he doesn't quite find him, and it's dropped to Andre Onana. United going again for it. Kobbie Mainoo this time. Back to Scott McTominay. Forward, Martial knocks it off, finds Pellistri. Martial now with it, driving forward, skips past one tackle. He needs options. Martial stopped running for all. But he has found Luke Shaw, and Shaw has found Anthony. If Anthony can cut it back here, we could be in business. Good effort there. It's dropped Bruno Fernandes. Thought about the shot. It's dropped to Martial in the box. Martial, ball ran away from him. It's going to drop here to Luke Shaw. Gets the shot off. And it's going to drop again for Facundo Pellistri now. Back to McTominay. McTominay goes for the shot, and it's well over the bar that time from Scott McTominay. Never really backed McTominay to side foot that into the top corner. Wilfried Zaha coming off for Galatasaray. Gonna be a goal kick here for Galatasaray. 88 minutes gone, 3-3 in this one. Muslera launches it up the pitch. Victor Lindelof should win this, and does. Pellistri gets a flick on. Drop to Anthony Martial. I think he's pulled it back for a free kick for something. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't have thought there was anything really in that there one. Luke Shaw with it back to Victor Lindelof. I mean, we're going to try build up again here. Got about a minute left, plus whatever's added for added time. Lindelof launches it forward. Does find Pellistri. He's got two men on him. Pellistri does well to knock it back, but it's only as far as the Galatasaray man. I think it's been given as a free kick in this one. Ball launched forward. Scott McTominay going for it. Muslera comes out. I think there's a small collision there. Referee says play away. And Galatasaray can come with it now and move forward. Dries Mertens with it. Ball in is easy enough for Andre Onana. Got a minute left, plus whatever comes on at a time. Bruno looks forward. He's found... Is it Anthony Martial? Yes. Martial with it. Got about 2 or 3 minutes left there. Macy says great commentary. Yeah, man, I'm trying my best here. There is Anthony. Finds Diogo Dalot. Ball in across the box. Pellistri! That was the chance we've been waiting for. I don't know how the ball hasn't gone into the back of the net. It was Dalot with the ball. He was onside. He got it across goal. Ball dropped, and the Galatasaray man fell on the ball, really. I don't know how Pellistri has not scored there. Only 3 minutes left. Kobbie Mainoo doing really well out there. Minutes left in this one. We've got to find a goal, otherwise Champions League season's done. Luke Shaw with it. Finds Harry Maguire. Got about 2.5 minutes left here. Maguire up, finds Anthony. Harry Maguire's bursting on forward towards the penalty box. Ball is actually in towards Maguire, but he's never going to catch up with that. I don't know how Pellistri didn't score. That was the opportunity we were waiting for, and we just couldn't take it. I don't know. I think that might be all she wrote for this one. Balls forward. Lindelof. McTominay chased that down, and Muslera had to be alert to it because we almost got in. This is it. This is the chance. We've got about a minute 45. Anthony running, driving. Dallo. Gonna be a corner. Gonna be a corner kick. Might be the last chance saloon for Manchester United's Champions League season. If we're gonna get anything, it has to come now. Bruno to take it. Got about a minute 20 left here. Ball is into the box. Bruno, it's headed away. It's going to come back out to Bruno. Going to get another opportunity to cross it. He's cut it back to Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo with the ball. Away by Galatasaray. Got a minute left here. United need to keep the ball up here and keep getting crosses into the box. It's up towards Lindelof, and I think that's going to be a goal kick, and that might be all she's wrote. That might be it done. What do we got down below? Missy, do we have headers? I mean, not really. Outside of Harry Maguire, I can't remember anyone really scoring a header for us all season, man. Muslera's got a chance just to launch it here. I think we've thrown it away. I think, yet again, just absolute capitulation in the Champions League. We've got 30 seconds left. If it's going to come, it's got to come right away. Galatasaray getting the ball is not going to be part of that, and they've got it. Onana's there. Got 10 seconds. He's got Harry Maguire. Maguire's got to go along with it. That ball's out, and that's probably all she's wrote. And that's it. Just where it goes. Cheers for the commentary on United's short spell in the Champions League. Oh man, stinker. Absolutely gutting tonight. We should have won this. We absolutely should have won this. When you go 3-1 up, I don't know. It beggars belief. No structure tonight. I don't know, guys. That is such a disappointment. Such a disappointment tonight. Really, really shocking goalkeeping performance from Onana probably cost us, but I don't know. I think it's clear and obvious we're not good enough for this Champions League season. At the minute, it leaves us on 4 points. Galatasaray on 4 points and Copenhagen on 4 points. Bayern Munich are on 12. They've already qualified and won the group. But I guess if Copenhagen manage a shock win against Bayern Munich, they'll probably go on and qualify from that position. I don't know if they can be caught if that's the case. But at the minute, we started where we left off, bottom of the table in the Champions League, 4 points. Look, for United to go through, we got to beat Bayern Munich in the next match and hope for a draw between Galatasaray and Copenhagen. That's the only way we manage to qualify for this, I think. And that's what it's going to come down to. If we don't go through, which I don't think we're going to, I just really hope that we end up going out of Europe altogether. Like, I really don't want Europa League football. Thankfully, we can't go into Conference League, but tonight is why we are going to go out of the Champions League, in my opinion. You score 3 goals away from home in the Champions League. Ronaldo, that goalkeeper, needs to go. It's another nightmare. I don't get it, either. He has been so good in the Premier League in the last 5 or 6 weeks, and then as soon as he hears the Champions League anthem, it's like he's never played football. I don't know. I don't know what is the problem with the guy, and he's cost us again tonight. He's a joke of a goalkeeper. I mean, look, I've got a lot of time for the guy, but I mean, this is Champions League form. It's like it's his brother playing it and not him. Like, I don't get how he goes from keeping 5 clean sheets in the Premier League, and having the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season, to utter garbage in the Champions League. It's almost like it is his brother playing. Jordy's down there says you guys have a huge task against Bayern. Look, I think it's over. I actually think the best thing that could happen would be if Copenhagen somehow beat Bayern Munich. I don't know. I don't know. I think the reason why we're going out of the Champions League is clear and obvious. We keep throwing it away. Like, I just hope we're not going to be in Europa League at all. I'm sure you guys would agree with that as well. We don't want to have Thursday matches and then ultimately go out against I don't even know, Legia Warsaw, or go out against Apoel or something like in the round of 32. Missy goes, with this style, I'm not even sure if you're up. But no, look, I don't know if it's gonna be the worst thing that could happen to us. It might be one of the better things for the league season. It's just so disappointing. Like, we scored 3 goals tonight. We scored 3 goals against Copenhagen. We scored twice against Galatasaray at home. We scored 3 goals in Munich against Bayern Munich, and somehow after all that we've only got 4 points. Like, the defence in the Champions League seems to be a different defence in the Premier League, even though it's the same players. They look like they can't defend out there. I don't know what's going on. Jordy goes 3-2 PSV Sevilla. Absolutely late comeback there for PSV Eindhoven. A team I do enjoy watching as well. Like, I've been catching some of their stuff. Some really good players out there. Johan Bakayoko, of course, as well. Someone to keep an eye out on. And yeah, do you know what, guys? I think that's probably gonna do us here for tonight. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I should be live tomorrow at the normal time of 7 p.m. UK time. So if you guys want to catch me then, that would be very much appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Another disappointing night, but we move onwards and upwards to St James's Park on Saturday night. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm gonna go grab some dinner. Probably gonna go go head to the gym as well. Got a lot of pent up frustration to work out in VM as well. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch everyone in the next one.